streaming content, it's not received yet.
And I am posting to as many groups as I can to tell them we
are currently live and have been for 4 seconds.
Hooray!
We're live now.
That's the weird thing with starting a live stream, is that there's the start when I hit the work starting button.
Yeah, and then
it
has to
when
catch
everything
up.
shows up.
Yeah, because it has to like catch up to you.
Yeah. Thankfully, we've only got like a 3-second delay. It's not that bad.
That's pretty cool.
Yes. But welcome for those watching in the future.
Yeah, really.
Seriously, I started doing that with my podcast. It's like I do an opening just for the sake of the people who are going to watch it after the fact.
Hey, speaking of openings, would there be any way to put our usual opening for like our recorded videos at the beginning of this? Something to look into?
Yes.
Maybe next time?
Well, here's what I would have to do, is I would either have to, A, encode the whole video of our intro.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I have one for, like, I don't think I have a, like an intro that's not gaming right now.
Okay.
We have a play-specific intro that I had to put together, and then I haven't put together anything specifically for this. So there's that. Or downloading the file after the stream finishes, editing it, which is going to take a number of hours, and then, like, uploading it again, which would be crazy.
Well, downloading what? Oh, what? Our live?
Yeah. So
No, that's not...
downloading the 2 hours of talk.
Yeah, no, that's not what I meant. I meant, like, as a startup to us going live.
Yeah. I know you can do it on Twitch, where you, like, have, like,
An intro?
an idle screen, essentially.
Okay.
Where, like, you have, like, a music playing,
Well, I remember how I showed you how to do the scrolling text in OBS?
Yeah.
You could do something like that.
Yeah. There's differences in OBS and then YouTube, because doing that and just having, like, blank emptiness into the time, whether we mute the microphone while we wait for the startup to happen or what the case is, YouTube would flag the fuck out of it. And if they flag it, and it gets muted, the whole thing's gone.
Why are they flagging it?
To fill it with nothing to... never mind.
No, you can... Like, I watched a video on this with OBS.
Yes.
You can create a video that's an intro that you can just hit play and do.
That would be awesome.
I think that's all he wants.
Yeah, it is. It's just like we throw up we start going live, the intro starts, and then we just, like, I don't know, crossfade over into our usual screen.
Okay.
And we start talking, and everything's back to the way it is. I don't know. It just seemed like an idea, something we could give a shot to.
I can potentially look into it. I've been trying to look into, like, idle screens, especially because I've started doing live streaming more consistently.
Yeah.
As, like, a, whether it's 20 minutes before I put everything up so that people can start to meander in while it's actually live, and then, once it actually goes live, people are already there, instead of me just jumping into things. But it's a major concern specifically for YouTube, especially with the new ad policies and shit that they're incorporating, where doing that could very easily result in a channel shutdown. Twitch, not so much of a problem with that kind of stuff, but the YouTube streaming specifically, not so much, unfortunately. Matter of fact, speaking of YouTube streaming, do you know that Nintendo made an adjustment to their partnership program that says that if you're part of their partnership program, you cannot stream Nintendo games?
Really?
Yeah. So if you are a partner and got the permission from Nintendo that they won't basically copyright strike all your shit, you cannot stream Nintendo stuff anymore.
It sucks. Why not?
Reasons?
Fuck Nintendo. Jeez.
The best thing I could...
Nintendo's iron fist fucking you?
The best thing anyone can, like, consider with it is that they have much less control over, like, filtering a stream, essentially.
Yeah, you know they keep that iron fist in the fridge.
Gotta keep it cold.
Hello, Star.
Hello, Star. Hello, Echo. Hello, Melanie.
Yes. Sorry, it's just it's a having a conversation and trying to pay attention to stuff thing.
Yes, yes.
How do we feel about finishing Vikings? I'm satisfied.
Yeah, I think you're happy that you no longer have to play.
I know, because you were playing, and I was playing, because it got too hard.
It got too hard.
Hello, Gio.
Gio?
And Azra.
Gio! It's my buddy, my bro, Gio's on.
And hello, Azarin. But yeah. I enjoyed the ending. I thought it was a perfectly fine ending for that kind of game, especially when it's like, watch us out for Vikings 2! Because they used to be able to do that, where it's like, yeah, but this game is gonna totally get a sequel, and we're so, like, we're sure of it, we're gonna put it right at the end of the other game.
I was gonna say, what was the game that I kept, like, insulting, like, yeah, you're not getting a sequel? It was a game that we were playing recently.
Was it Vikings?
No, it wasn't Vikings. Vikings actually does have a sequel.
Oh, that sucks.
That was why I was going to bring it up.
I want to say it was Threads of Fate.
Yeah, Threads of Fate. There's like all these people in game like talking about seeing you in the sequel, and there's no sequel. It's just like, ha, you think you're getting a sequel. But Vikings does have a sequel. And I'm like, should we?
Maybe some point.
Maybe someday. It's right up there. It's on the to-do list with the other Shantae games and shit. Like,
yeah, we have a couple different, like, we started a franchise and then never continued.
There will be laughter in a sequel. Yes, yes, pain and suffering.
Yeah, we died a lot in that game.
That's the good shit. It got so bad, only for the last 2 levels we started using save states. Only the last 2 levels. Just because the difficulty ramped up that much.
And it's one of those games where you die once, goodbye, back to the beginning of the level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those games.
Which, again,
no checkpoints.
It wouldn't have been so... Well, essentially the levels are generally pretty short. But the second to last level was 3 levels long. Like, there were actually 3 exits in it. And when you got to one exit, it put you at the beginning of the second part. And then rinse repeat for the third part.
Oh, jeez.
And there's no indication that this is the case unless you get to the end. And I'm just like, no, I'm tired.
It's a game that has one-shot kills, and you have 3 guys that you have to make to the end. So if one guy dies, you're screwed.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Not everything's a one-shot
Not everything, but
there's
like, enough.
There's enough things that one-shot kill you to make it might as well be the case.
Oh, Takeshi's Challenge. Oh my god. That is a ridiculous game.
I'll get a guide for Takeshi's Challenge and try that shit out.
Is that the Famicom game where you gotta at one point
sing karaoke?
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Not bothering with that one.
Yes. Hi, Queen.
Yeah. Takeshi's Challenge. The problem with Takeshi's Challenge is that it had all of the ambition, but it was done by an artist, not a game maker. Which, not a bad thing. Artists can make games, but this one did not make a sensible game.
Yeah, there was like no lick of sense. Oh!
Divorce your wife. That's literally
Actually, Melanie Cat, Isaac and I were just talking about that not that long ago.
Of what?
Dog Island.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
We were just talking about it. Isaac still has the broken up last 2 episodes that are only like half as long as they should be. And we have a different recording device now, so we're possibly thinking of bringing it back. Send your smoothie bun, shall live. And we used to do Just Dance videos. They get taken down right away.
Yeah, Ubisoft possibly does not own all of the rights for the songs that they use.
Or at least not anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we used to, like, one of our very first, when Isaac and I were first doing gaming stuff, was of Just Dance, and we got like 2 episodes in before it got shut down completely.
Yeah, I still have the 2 fragmented episodes of the Dog Island, and I mentioned it in a Mystery Dungeon. If you don't watch Mystery Dungeon, I was talking with Pheonix about it, is that I've kept the 2 fragmented parts of... They were 2 episodes, but they were fragmented so much that you'd have to put them both together to make 1 episode, and even then, most of the footage is like green garbage. I could even put it in right now in the thing. I could make another video source and show it if I wanted to right now, but it's got our audio and shit, and I don't want to cross cross shit over.
Yeah, it might get confusing.
Yeah. But yeah, it is... I make out like I don't like the game. More as a character thing. I have no actual problem with the game. It's fun to rag on. Because it's a shovelware title. It was pushed out because, hey, look how many dog models we could put into one game. And look, hats.
That and the dog was insanely popular at the time.
Have we heard of Wheel of Fortune? We have an N64 episode of that. And I don't want to go back. It was,
oh, come on. It was fun.
It was some bullshit. I didn't get a single turn.
Sure you did. You just got bankrupted every time.
Yeah. That was a taste of Isaac's own medicine.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Finally, a game we can beat Isaac at.
There are plenty of games I can be beaten at, just not ones that I play frequently. Ugh. Speaking of being beaten, I'm having a lot of trouble with Pokken Tournament DX.
Oh, I've been meaning to get that game.
It is... If you didn't play the first Pokken Tournament, good. Hats, did you mean TF2? No. Yeah.
I kind of played it, I just didn't own it.
The Wii Wheel of Fortune game. Oh, I've seen that one. Apparently it's just as bad as the N64 one, if not worse. But no. What the hell was I talking about? I don't know, I lost
Pokken Tournament.
Yeah, Pokken Tournament. If you didn't play the first one, good game. If you did play the first one and you played everything you wanted out of the first one, I wouldn't get DX. They didn't add enough new for me to, in the long run, feel it was super worth it. I wanted it because extra characters, the sake of streaming it, and, playing with BrantFurred, right?
Yeah.
And they added missions, which is cool. But I just... In the long run, I find the new characters feel a little bit broken. Like, just a little bit, you know what I mean? I've fought Empoleon multiple times and not been able to deal with him. Same with Scizor, if he gets a combo going. Decidueye is not terrible, but I've also not seen anyone able to play him properly. And Darkrai makes no sense, like all the technical characters. I want to do an A sideways. Leave a shadow of myself behind. Yeah, that'll totally work. Alright, I want to attack forward. Alright, if you want to do that, you want to Y forward, which will leave a small pad in front of you, and then pull A in backwards, shooting through the pad, and that's your long-ranged attack. Why?
That's a little much, yeah.
Yeah, like, the new characters are a little overcomplicated, so if you can get them, and, understand them, they're really good. And I also feel that, I think they nerfed Braixen significantly. I feel none of my ranged attacks are ever the priority ranged attack.
Braixen waifu.
No, just Braixen main. I don't remember that joke. But yeah, no, I've been playing, and they didn't add anything new to the story. They added the missions, which are... a character is assigned to you, and you need to win so many games with it, and then you got skill points for that character and for a random character. So basically free.
Oh, and all the characters are unlocked at the start.
All the characters are unlocked at the start, which is nice. It's the same kind of thing as Mario Kart 8 did the same thing, where it just unlocked everything at the beginning. Because people had already played it. So why make people who had already played it and beaten it unlock everything again?
That makes sense, yeah.
Anyway, Pheonix has been really, really quiet so far. You said you had something you want to talk about?
Oh yeah, no, go ahead. Have fun with your comments about Nintendo. I'll wait. I didn't want to be rude and jump in anyways.
No, we're
done. But I am here also.
No,
we're
saying we're done now.
Well, she is.
Have we wanted to do another game of Amiibo Animal Crossing? I would do another one, even though it shafted me. Shafted me. Shit was cold, man. Cold.
Amiibo Animal Crossing?
Yeah,
it's like a board game.
Yeah, it's kind of cute though.
I had a good time.
I'm still, whenever I go to Walmart, I still look at the Amiibos and I'm like, I want to get the Able Sisters because they're cute.
Only one of the Able Sisters is available.
She's still cute. I don't give a fuck. All three of them are cute. Except for the sassy one who went away for college. She's a dick.
They're all so cute, except for her.
Well, she looks cute, but she's just like, I'm sophisticated now. My country sisters are kind of too, low class. I'm like, shut up.
Shut up! You're not too good for them.
You don't even do clothes. You do accessories. Stop it.
But no, I would play another game of the Animal Crossing.
I would too.
It's
Me too.
It's for Foxen, because you weren't here during it. Imagine Mario Party, but no mini games, no viable control over anything,
Plus the stock market.
and a stock market that you have to play.
Yeah, you literally just roll a dice. You go to a square, and then there you go.
You get a random event that happens. You get some happiness and some bells, completely basically at random.
So basically, it's snakes and ladders.
Not even. There's not even a way to go down. You can't really do anything to anybody negatively. You all just go around in a circle collecting stamps, and then first person's 4 wins.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's not even, it's not
Boring.
It's not that getting 4 stamps gave you like 10 happiness.
Oh yeah, you had to get the most happiness.
You have to play through the whole month.
Yeah. One round is 10 minutes, and it's 1 month that you play through.
Yeah.
Boring.
It's actually kind of almost like a Zen game.
Yeah.
Like you just
we were like,
chill.
yeah, we're chill. This is all right. Shit's happening.
Except for me, I was dropping it all on bells, turnip prices, and then they shafted me.
Yeah,
Didn't
you
I
got
win?
screwed over.
You won
Yeah, you
because
did.
the game fucked me over at the very last minute.
I won.
Like I had
Don't put all your eggs in one
Well,
basket.
no, he was waiting for it to be like a really good market, and then next thing you know, I sold all mine because I gotta give
It was literally-
She sold all hers, fucking great profit, and he's like, okay, the next time, and then his turn, boom, the market went down.
Yeah, it was.
That's 'cause you-
it was
that's how-
stock market crash on my
On
turn
his turn.
specifically.
No, don't you get it? They sold all their stock.
No, they didn't. They still had theirs.
No, we sold ours
and-
the turn before, and before the stock market went terrible.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sold, which means they sold out all their interest in it as well, which drove down the price.
True. But it was more random of when it happened. It was like,
To answer your question, Star, yes, we have a lot of the Jackbox stuff.
I have all 3 Jackbox.
I fucking love Jackbox games. They're amazing.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, you don't know Jack?
Is this how you economy? Yeah, pretty much.
You don't know Jack plus a bunch of other games, which are all like fun little scoodly doodly games.
Is this how you economy? Yeah, it is kind of like that. Yeah, you take your risk in the hopes that people will keep wanting more and more of it. But the second people are done with it and they start they drop it like it's hot, and then the price does as well.
Like fidget spinners.
Yes, exactly, like fidget spinners. At first, the commodity is low, and but the want for it is high, so the price is really high. Then the commodity comes like a couple weeks later, and you can't walk into a convenience store without being bombarded with fidget spinners.
I'd much rather have a fidget cube.
And now they're only like $5 each.
I was gonna say I was at Walmart the other day. I was just looking for glass beads for some role playing stuff, and I was walking through the board game aisles. Like maybe they have like a copy of Go or something, right? That would have a bunch of little orbs of 2 colors. That was all I needed, right? And I was walking down the board game section, and I turned, and there were just buckets of fidget spinners on the shelf, like big Tupperware, or like the clear plastic buckets of fidget spinners, and they were just like trying to give the shit away, and I was like, nope.
Yep, next month they'll be on clearance.
I was gonna say they were already in shitty buckets. Stock market simulation class, everyone got fucked except for me. I managed to sell all my stock right before the crash. Nice. I did take a business course where we had to play the stock market. I put all of my stocks in a small company called Elf, and they were penny stocks.
Oh yeah.
So I made like triple my money back the next day.
My class, yeah, we followed the stocks like in the newspaper, and we had to like track how we were doing, and all that did was teach me how to play the stocks, so I could play the stocks on Neopets. Because they had a stock market on Neopets, and I'm like, yes.
I don't like what happened to Neopets.
Neither do I.
No one does.
They sold out entirely.
It was okay at first, and then now that with that like Neo Cash Mall, you're like, okay, like why?
You want to know what pissed me off? The day before they launched the wearables, so they changed the art for all of the Neopets.
Mm-hmm.
the day before, I'm not even joking, I got my croc. I got a croc because I had been saving up for a long ass time.
Did you get the pet version and then make it a big one?
No, I got a transformation potion.
Oh shit.
Which was still like millions and millions and millions of Neopoints. But I got my croc, and then the very next day, they changed the art style to make everything the same so that they could do the wearables, and I was so fucking pissed.
I know when they had the Lutari, it was like, and I was like, I always forget my accounts, so I always have to make new ones. There's like a bajillion pets out there where they're dying. And when they came up with the
millions of Neopets are dying right now.
Yeah,
they need omelets.
Unless they just
please.
close the account and put the pets in the
adaption.
In the pound?
Yeah, that one. But I got a Hissy the first time they came out.
Yeah.
Fucking forgot that account because I didn't go on it for months. And I'm like, fuck. I got a Lutari first day they came out. Forgot that one too.
You're just bad with passwords, aren't you?
No, it's the email address actually. The last one that I had was given to me. The account was given to me because the person was like, I don't want pets anymore, but I don't want them to get taken to the pound. And I'm like, well, I mean, I'll play it. That's
the
fine.
digital information.
I would log into my Neopets thing
Digimon,
because I had like all sorts of like really expensive Gen 1 battle items, which was the good shit. I would log back in, except knowing my luck, like I just I lost my train of thought there. The last thing I got was when the ant people
train
were
derailed.
Oh,
the
the
rookies?
Yeah, those ones. That was like
they're actually more like mantises, actually. More like ants.
Yeah, that was like the last...
You have a giant-ass bug on your floor and needs to die.
Kill it.
Oh, yeah, there's a house centipede.
Yeah, I can't deal with that.
They're good. They eat bugs.
Okay.
You can fuck off.
I don't really like them either, but...
You could have just used a shoe.
Whoa, Isaac.
Or stepped on it, like Jesus.
Not with the socks, but you could have just used a shoe.
Is that not, what is that, cat treats?
Did you...
The dog treats. Die!
Did you scoop it up?
It's on the bag, I think.
I don't think you needed to.
Let's just hide that it was it. Well, it died. I'm happy now.
Alright, murder aside.
Apologies, but fuck bugs.
No, I had an issue with Neopets where I was too addicted for my own good, and I realized that I was just going to, unless I did something, I wasn't going to stop. So I literally found somebody who was saving for something. I spent all of my Neopoints, bought them that thing, gave it to them, and I'm like, here you go, have fun, I'm out. And I was like, mic drop.
Bye, bitches.
We're all laughing at Melanie Cat's comment there. What did you hit it with? A bag of frozen carrots?
No, a bag of
I
what?
picked up the
Sketchers?
first thing that had a flat, solid surface, and it was a bag of, I think, dog
I'm
food.
pretty sure
Yeah, I don't think that counts as a flat, solid surface. It's a bag.
It's hard plastic.
I kind of wish the
You
bag
kind of
exploded.
used your scanner printer combo thing there.
No, that's why it made the loud noise, because it hit the scanner.
Oh, by the way, we can't scan anything anymore.
That's okay, I bought that for $4.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you
Go
have the
Kijiji.
same. You have the same scanner that I had, and it cost my grandma years ago to get that for me for like $200.
Yeah, I bought
I'm
this.
like, fucking fuck you.
I bought this for $4.
That's
$4
exactly
printer.
2% of what her grandma paid.
And my grandma didn't even get it right. Like, she bought it, and she's like, oh yeah, it's supposed to be wireless. I'm like, okay. So I tried. So
No.
you're supposed to wirelessly be able to like print things and all that stuff. I'm like, grandma, the wireless thing isn't working. I can't connect it. She's like, oh yeah. Yeah, I should have told you. This is like a couple weeks after Christmas.
Yeah.
And I've been trying for like why? Every day I try, it won't work. She's like, oh yeah, I should have told you when you opened it. There's a chip I was supposed to buy that I just didn't want to buy. I'm like, so I can't use the wireless? She's like, no. I'm like, thanks.
Thanks, Grandma.
That's
You're the best.
Huh.
Turns out the
Yeah, she's
chip
like,
had
I'm not
nothing
wasting
to
more money.
Turns out the chip had nothing to do with the wireless.
No, it did.
It was like a high definition thing or something.
No,
High
we
definition
found,
scan
we
or
found
print?
out that our scanner,
Yeah, it
though,
doesn't matter.
if you put a printed page and you scan it to a PDF, it becomes, like, editable.
Oh my god, yes. It has text recognition.
Oh, cool.
But, like, what did it fuck up? It was, like... you were doing one of your, like, role-playing character sheets, and
Yeah.
it just, like, garbled up.
Yeah, I scanned in Kasumi. Oh, I've deleted the pages since then.
Oh, too bad. But
But,
it was, like,
But it was like, oh, and I'm like,
What?
I'm like, that is definitely
No,
the
it's
sound.
like Kasumi does blah 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 blah.
You just like vomited it.
Yeah, it was like
Word
weird.
vomit.
Like, yeah, but because it has the text recognition, but for whatever reason, it fucked up this one part.
It couldn't recognize the text.
Yeah.
I think it said ugh.
Oh,
And I was like, yep, that's definitely the sound of her orgasm. Just ugh.
That's
Jesus
terrifying.
Christ. What kind of role playing game were you playing?
The best kind.
Yes. Hashtag the best kind.
Oh,
Did you guys go to the psychic fair?
No.
no.
Did you go?
Mhm.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Then that's all that matters.
I got like typically.
Yeah, just like that, Melanie Cat.
Typically, what's there is just normally like people who like read palms and shit, and you can buy like books and yada yada. Same thing. It's really small, like
Yeah.
slightly bigger than this room actually.
Oh my god.
Wow, that
It's
is
at the
small.
Civic Center, and it's not even in the part with the rink. You'd figure that they would just like bring
Yeah.
up the rink. Nope, it's in the small room at the side of it. I'm like, that's stupid, but whatever. It's enough. There's like a stage and everything, so.
It
Whatever.
probably used to be bigger.
Wait, the Civic Center, like by the Linden Park Mall, or?
No, Civic Center by the casino.
Oh.
Civic Center. I don't know what
Okay.
you're talking about.
Oh, I'm talking about the tourism center. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because the tourism center is where we have our nano thing every year.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
that would probably be a
what
better place.
rink? What are you
Yeah,
talking
no,
about?
it's the Civic Center. It's normally where most of the
It's
shit
next to the
happens.
playground equipment. Haven't you seen it?
Yeah.
And pretty good.
I have lived here for
Pretty
a
good.
fourth of the time as the rest of you, so I have seen nothing.
That's because you don't leave your apartment.
I do frequently. I got blisters.
I
from walking.
missed.
That's
we
because
missed
you don't-
Taco.
Yes, I was actually working, so
And
I.
I totally forgot to look up the days and tell you guys. And I just saw the sign yesterday when my dad was driving home, and I was like, "It's fucking Taco Weekend! Damn it!"
Taco weekend.
It was a whole Taco Weekend.
It's
Army
Taco
Square.
Fest.
Yeah,
Oh, actually, I was there for that.
I missed it.
I didn't actually partake in any. I was just walking through. But yeah,
$5 for fucking tacos. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I was working. I saw the sign. I'm like, oh no, I'm working.
I was just like,
Nah.
tacos, whatever.
Tacos are the best.
You don't like Mexican food though. My friend though, oh my god, she made chili rellenos last weekend, and they were the fucking best.
I don't know what those are, but I will tell you this. I went to Fan Expo at the beginning of the month, and it was fun. I was there working for Big B Comics. Volunteer for them. They pay my weekend. It was a great trade-off. While I was there, I was like, con food is so expensive. I don't want it. So I just like starved. But when it was over, I was heading back to my car, and I happened and I saw like Subway and some other stores. So I'm like, you know what? It's too hungry to spend like an hour and a half in the car waiting to get food, so I'll just get food here. But I didn't want to wait in those lines, and I noticed there was a shawarma place that the lineup wasn't that bad, so I'm like, whatever, I'll try shawarma because I hadn't had it before. You guys ever had shawarma? There's a shawarma place not that far from downtown. I hear it's good. I've never been there. We should go sometime. Anyway, I went, and
Alright, Tony Stark.
yeah.
This is it's turning into food conversation. What is this? One of Riffti's gaming streams?
Anyway,
It's so true.
Anyway,
I'm
I
gonna
went.
want water. Does anyone else want water?
I will take water.
Okay.
I went. I had no idea what I was even ordering. I was going by some stranger's recommendation who had just ordered ahead of me. She was very nice. I thank her for it. I'm like, I don't even know what that stuff is. And she's like, I think she said it was like pickled cabbage, and I was like, do I want that? And the woman just happened to look at the woman, and she's like, emphatically nodding her head, and it's just like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, throw it on there. And it was one of the best things I've ever eaten.
There you go.
I love
I
shawarma.
was gonna say, the way you were talking about con food so expensive and stuff, it's like, oh well, too bad you couldn't go to the waterfront deli.
Oh yeah, true, but
I
it
know.
was too far of a walk.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not saying.
Water flavors are right there next to my DS.
Thank you very much. Water flavorings. Let's
There's
see. We got-
strawberry lemonade.
I was actually telling
This is the one I want.
Pheonix about I was telling Pheonix about the waterfront deli and all the good stuff and how we ate there like 6 times over the course of FE.
Oh really? Yeah. Oh yeah, we did.
Yeah, it was like good shit. They have really good fries.
They do. The burgers aren't bad either.
Yeah, I went there.
And for the price, it was the best. I went there. I went to Tim Hortons pretty much every morning back when bacon breakfast wraps were only $3. Fuck, I love those.
Did you get water?
I didn't have a drink. I brought my own.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought you were.
I thought you were like, yes, please.
No, I specifically brought my own because I knew we were doing this, and I was like, I'm gonna need something eventually for when we talk. So
Okay.
That's good. I like that.
I'm gonna say you've barely even gotten into it because it all went to the bottom, but.
Yeah, it did. But I mean,
that last couple mouths are gonna be the best of his life.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fruit.
Yeah, actually the flavor on that's fairly damn good, all things considered.
I really like the blueberry raspberry one.
The blue raspberry.
Shall we promote it?
No. They're not paying us. What do I look like? Not a sellout?
All right. Well, if you're listening, Crystal Light, we would like to. we would really like to promote this.
Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag could be sponsored.
Hashtag not free product. Money.
Yeah. But also free product because I buy enough of these things.
I buy flavored water, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
I only drink water flavored.
Honestly, I'm trying to drink
water flavored water.
No, it's like the
actual flavored water.
Oh.
Yeah, you can buy them in bottles pre-flavored.
Yeah, that's the only kind of water I'll drink.
I'm trying to drink more water and less pop, so I've been getting a lot of the Crystal Light things, and they do a good job. And
you can just buy flavored water.
I actually prefer these.
I've actually been drinking a lot of water recently. Yeah, because I'm broke.
I've been drinking a lot of water because Riffti hasn't picked up milk. So she's ready to pick up milk. So I'm like, I guess I'll just fill the Brita filter again. And start from scratch.
Yeah.
And then when I get low on water, I'm like, we really should have milk.
I'm gonna say, Echo knows what I'm talking about. Waterfront Deli. Heck yeah. Hashtag Waterfront Deli. If you're ever in Toronto, go. It's good shit.
Yep.
It's the only place I know you can get like Jamaican food, Chinese food, like American diner food, like all under one roof, plus extra stuff. They had like sausage rolls and all sorts of shit.
Yeah, you can get a Jamaican patty, a dumpling, and a hamburger all in one plate.
Yeah.
Is there anything like actually other than Fan Expo that happened at all this month?
Yes.
Like for you guys?
Yes.
I got a tooth ripped out of my face.
My glasses broke.
As did I. 2 days ago, I got my tooth removed. I posted about it on...
1 day ago, I got my tooth removed, so...
1 day ago, I got the SNES Mini.
There you go.
But no, my glasses broke. They will not stay on my face, so I have to go and get a new eye exam, which... I haven't had an eye exam in a few years. Probably since I moved to BrantFurred.
Oh.
Just because...
That's quite a few years.
Yeah,
I swear he's had the same glasses the entire time I've known him.
Yeah. And...
Man, you're cheap. No, I'm kidding.
And yeah. Apparently I have astigmatism. So...
I thought you haven't had the eye exam.
No, I had it.
Oh.
My glasses broke. I went and had it, like, last Wednesday.
Oh, shit.
Tuesday. And then I turned in my prescription. But yeah, I have astigmatism. So my right eye is, like, totally fucked when it comes to light.
Well, that sucks.
Yep. Well, both eyes are apparently fucked, but apparently my left one doesn't have it, question mark. I see better without the astigmatism correcting lenses.
Yes, and Melanie, you are the queen of teeth surgery. She had 6 teeth removed in one go.
6 teeth removed? Or all wisdom teeth?
You only get 4 wisdom teeth.
No, that's not true. You can get anywhere from 0 to 8.
At one time?
Yes.
Hot damn.
It
sucks to be those people.
Well, yes, it does suck to be them. I, however, was on the opposite spectrum. I was born with 0 wisdom teeth.
I had 4.
I had 4.
September.
My dad still had his before he got all of his teeth ripped out.
September. Hurricanes and teeth removal. But what if it was a hurricane doing teeth removal?
It probably was.
Or a hurricane of teeth.
Oh my god. It's biting me.
It's hurricane dentist.
This wind is rather biting.
Oh, baby teeth. Damn.
Canines and 4 molars. Damn.
Oh, because they were being little bitches. Teeth bitches?
Hurricane.
Bitch teeth? Hashtag bitch teeth.
all I can think of is teeth.
Oh, what, that movie?
Have you ever read the SCP about the fucking Tooth Fairy? It's terrifying.
The what?
There's an SCP for
What's
the game. It's a game.
SCP.
Yeah, it's something Containment Breach.
Social?
No, it's a game. It's a sort of scary horror game. You have to go through this like facility.
Scary Containment Breach.
You have to go through this facility where.
Oh wait, I thought you were saying P.
I don't fucking remember shit. Either way, there's one about the Tooth Fairy, and it's terrifying. It essentially infects your body and turns all of you into a teeth.
Oh.
All of you is teeth.
Oh, and then you get visited by the Tooth Fairies from Hellboy.
The Tooth Fairy that does that.
No, then you get visited by the Tooth Fairy from Hellboys.
No.
The one that just chow down on all your calcium.
Oh.
No, but it's gross because the picture they have is sort of someone's roof of someone's mouth.
Tiny little cute things.
All I get
They
looking at the Tooth Fairy is
they
the
kind of
Rock.
look. From the ones from Hellboy, they kind of look like a Mr. Meeseeks from Rick and Morty, but with wings, and they're tiny and scary, and like they sound like a dentist drill.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. When I had my tooth removed, they had to cut into the bone and
Was the
like
new BoJack
remove it.
season this month or last month?
This month it's out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it's out this month.
I actually only have the season finale left to watch. This whole season has been a fucking roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah, I know. They went some really dark places this season.
If you only have the season finale left to watch, it left off for you on a very dark place, and you don't know if you want to go back yet.
Right, you're fucking right. That episode that is basically dementia, dear God.
Yeah.
Some terrifying shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what happened to the little girl? Oh, that's right, I took her. It's just like, what?
Yeah. There was many times where Isaac and I just kind of like turned to each other, we were watching, and we're like, whoa.
Whoa.
It's just like, oh shit. And like the quick flashes of imagery before you find out what's actually happening, it's just like, whoa, that was, what the fuck?
That's some dark shit, man.
Yeah. It was a really crazy season.
My favorite episode this season so far, because I haven't seen the finale, is the one where BoJack's thoughts are animated.
Yeah, stupid piece of shit.
Yes.
There's more of that in the season.
Yeah.
Cool.
I really enjoyed that. Like, I think that episode probably hit home with a lot of people.
Yeah, probably did.
Yeah. I find, for Melanie to cut that on this one, BoJack Horseman is a good series. This season got a little dark and very feels, but it all played into the story very well. It wasn't just for the sake of doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of people who say the first couple episodes are really weak, and it's like just power through the first like 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah, once you get past the Todd episode, it's entitled "Hooray, Todd episode."
No, I mean like from the first season.
Oh.
Like,
Yeah.
To get started with BoJack Horseman, if you've never watched it, power through the first couple of episodes.
Why do you need to power through? There's the first episode has that scene where she mentions a baby. He pushes over someone's
Oh my God.
runs into the street, and you see a flaming tire come back as you hear chaos.
Yeah.
It's a perfect first episode to hook you in.
Well, that scene. Yeah.
Anyway,
Wait, was episode 2 Neil McNeil, the Navy SEAL?
Maybe? It's been so long at this point.
That
Neil
was
McBeal?
Was it Neil McBeal? Okay. I couldn't remember if it was
It's Neil McBeal, the Navy SEAL.
okay.
I don't know if it's the second episode, but I know who the character you're talking about.
Yeah, that was the episode that hooked me.
yeah, honestly, I enjoyed it from the start, and I really like where it went. I think it's a really, really good show.
Also, the beginning of the series had a lot of like very good animal to regular person puns.
Yeah, that's true too.
So if you like puns, you'll easily be pulled in.
I'm the only one in my friends that likes it.
Out of your friends?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it.
I put it on once.
Jamie doesn't like it?
He doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit.
I'm excited for the Voltron Netflix anime. It's next season. It's next season's coming out on the next month, and I'm just like, yes,
It's like
Voltron.
It's actually just the second half of this season.
I know. I watched. I only just watched the first half when I noticed the next half was coming out. I was like, oh,
I know. You know what?
October 14th. This episode's now.
I'm excited for that too. I'm hooked. Hey, do you think the one guy who disappeared and is now back again?
I know the answer to that.
I was gonna say, do you think he's a
Shiro?
Well, I don't want to spoil anything for people.
The name is not going to spoil shit. But if that's who you're talking about, I know the answer to that. It's shit.
I am on the fence. I have a few different theories, but I want to see where it goes. Like, I have some theories. Keith has a knife.
You're talking about who I think you're talking about, right?
The guy with the tuft of white hair?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's already... Okay.
Oh, no, he's not my Shiro.
No. No, I just...
Hashtag not my Shiro.
There's... To answer your question, it already happened on my Netflix.
What, the second half of the season? You got the second half of the season?
Yeah, I have the whole thing all together as one. Not like a movie, but I have the whole thing, so I didn't know the answer to that. There was no split up of anything for me. It was just one season.
How many episodes?
I don't remember now.
I was going to say, because I think we only got like 8 for season 3.
I have the whole season 3.
Alright.
Which is why I was like, I know the answer. I know all of it.
Bitch. Getting shit ahead
of
time.
It's my Netflix, I guess. It's not even my Netflix. It's my friend's Netflix. She's letting me borrow.
Still mad about Brixton. I'm so mad about Brixton. Because, yeah, like, I feel like none of my ranged attacks go through. It's sad. But,
well, I got shit to say about shit.
I know you got shit to say about shit. Say your shit about
That's
shit.
why I want to wait, because my stuff is...
I tried to segue.
No, I know.
I tried to segue.
No. Don't wait too long. We might run out of time.
It wouldn't have been the first time.
Okay, anyway.
That was before they were streaming, though.
Alright, say your shit.
Well, the first couple of things are good, and then it's a rant. My stepbrother's having a baby.
Oh, that's nice.
Hooray!
Good, bad, maybe?
I don't care about kids, so
Do we know gender?
Yeah, okay, that's part of the rant.
I was going to say...
We'll get there when we get there.
Do we know sex?
No, yeah, but
okay.
I was going to say, he's having a kid, but is he financially sound enough to have a kid?
I do not know, therefore I don't care.
Alright.
It's not my business.
That's what I asked.
He's 21 and moved here from Hamilton with his pregnant girlfriend.
Oh, yay.
That didn't mean to get pregnant.
Oh.
Yay.
So, they both work, so I guess. And her parents adore her, so they're just like, we'll help with everything.
It's one of those things where I'm still in this point of my life where people announce her pregnant, and I'm like,
well, they weren't.
Yay,
the good thing
what do you want here?
I have a story about that, too. The good thing about that is it gets my mom off my back harping me about kids.
Oh, yeah.
So now that can fill the grandmother quota. She can kiss off. My dad's getting married. Yay! That's that.
Is that actually yay? Or is
I was going to say that kind of sounded like half-assed sarcastic.
There's a lot of baggage.
Well, I mean, it is the second marriage, right?
No. It's the first one.
Oh.
I'm a bastard kid.
Didn't know that.
Woo! Yeah. Bastards forever.
Yeah, and my dad left us when I was
bastards 5. Forever.
And there's like a whole daddy issue.
I was gonna say there would be, wouldn't there?
Well, I can pretty much count on both hands the amount of years he's been in my life. Now he has
At least you need 2 hands to do that.
I don't.
Oh.
I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt. Now he has a fiance who's
your age?
Older by like 4 years, and that's it.
Ouch.
He asked me, he did ask my permission to date her, and I was like, I don't give a fuck who you date. Like, well, you're an adult. I don't give a shit. He's like, well, yeah, but she's only like 28. I'm like, I don't care. It's not my life. She's got 2 kids, and they already start calling him dad, and I'm like, oh, that's great. Fun with that. I mean, I don't know. I'm bitter about a lot of stuff, and I shouldn't be because it's rude and it's selfish, but whatever.
I don't know.
So, what was the good portions of the... Because you started saying
I like her.
Things were good.
I like her. And I like that he's happy.
Okay.
So, if he's happy enough to settle down, by all means. My brother's happy having a baby, more power to him. So, yay. It's just, both things are tinged with bullshit. The bullshit part about the gender reveal was I was the only one who wasn't there. Because...
Oh.
It's my family for you. Literally, I was the only one not there. And I was called 20 minutes before they were going to do the party. I missed the call because Kane was doing a raid on Destiny. Therefore, I didn't see who called, and I didn't get it till the next day.
Oh.
Yeah, I had no idea I missed it until the next day.
Mm.
Yeah, I fucking...
Usually they kind of put those things out in advance, don't they?
Well, my sister told me that it was going to be last minute kind of anyways, because it was supposed to be like they go for the ultrasound to determine the gender. But my brother and his girlfriend didn't want to know. So then the envelope had to be given to my sister, who had to like last minute kind of plan everything, because she wouldn't know until she got the envelope.
Oh.
So she did tell me it was going to be last minute, and I said, that's fine. Like, I'm not working. I'm not doing anything. I'm here. So, like, I have a chance. I can come down and help you fucking set up. Nope, I missed it. And everyone was perfectly fine with me not being there. My mom's ex-boyfriend was fucking there for it.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's great. I fucking sobbed like a baby because I was sad about that. Then my mom calls me about it, and she's like, oh, what's up? And I'm like, I'm sad. Pretty devastated. And she's like, why? Like, what the fuck do you mean, why? I was the only one who wasn't there for my brother. Your ex-boyfriend was there. My sister lives 5 minutes away from me. In the same neighborhood. They could have come to my apartment and knocked on the fucking window.
Oh, jeez.
They could have Facebook messaged me. They could have texted me. Nothing. My sister said she tried to call my cell phone. I don't have minutes to call. I didn't at the time. She tried to go to Jamie's cell phone because no reception.
Because you're in the basement.
Yeah, essentially. So, yay, thanks. So I'm talking to my mom about it, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'm trying to play it off all cool, and she's like, well, I'm going to tell you something, and it's going to hurt your feelings. But I have to say it to you anyways, because I can't lie to you. I'm like,
I cannot tell a lie.
she's like, we went out for dinner afterwards. And everyone had a great time. And there was supposed to be cake and ice cream when we got back, but everyone was too full for dinner. I'm like, why? Why? Where were you? Why?
Just
Like,
I kind of love that bit about the dessert. And we were gonna have dessert, but everyone was too full. I'm sorry. Like,
that is not how. That honestly, if she had said I'm sorry, I would have been fine with it, kind of. But no, all three, my brother, my sister, and my mom were like, why are you upset that you missed it? I'm like, because I was the only one not there. And you were all perfectly fucking fine with that. I'm 5 minutes away. I was waiting on you guys.
Raise your hand if you thought there was going to be something a bit more devastating than we went out for dinner afterwards.
a little bit, yeah. I thought it was gonna be like the baby's dead. Like,
oh Jesus Christ! I wasn't expecting that.
I expected a weird dark turn to be the.
Yeah.
Dinner.
I can see the whole thing though, especially
Sure.
if you don't go out with your family very often.
Yeah.
And stuff like that, where if it especially because it's a big deal, you're going out for a celebration, and it's like, you know.
She even told me that they had to wait at my sister's house for my mom's ex-boyfriend to show up, and he was late. Like, so then why the fuck wasn't I there? So my brother's texting me about it, and he's like, well, I assumed that they got a hold of you, and they assumed that I got a hold of you. And I'm like, and so when I wasn't there, why is 2 + 2 not 4? Why is it 2? The only one not there.
3.
Yeah, it would be, because there'd be one person missing.
Ouch.
I didn't mean it that way. I heard like a weird like thing for why 2 + 2 is 3. It was like a weird like existential extra math thing. It was weird math, but they made it make sense.
I don't like
way.
weird math.
Either way, it was just a bad end to a really bad week.
I'm sorry that happened.
It's not your fault.
No, but I can
That
still
happened.
feel
Touch me,
bad.
please. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just don't. I'm sorry.
That's
It
it.
doesn't sound
We're
like
gonna
you
say-
do.
Consent first.
Virtual pets.
Yeah, that's fine.
Was it?
It just, I don't know. It just, there's been tons of shit that they've done like that. They waited till I was at a friend's house for the weekend to go to fucking Wonderland. Great, thanks. They waited till I was at a friend's house for the weekend to get a fucking puppy. Cool. They didn't actually ask me at all for the first time they went down to the cottage if I wanted to go. I'm always the one left out. Always. And they're fucking fine with it. My mom and my sister have this great relationship. They know each other's drama that goes around in their fucking complexes. I'm literally the same amount of distance away from my mom that my sister is. And I don't know shit all about either of them.
Yeah, but do you want all that extra drama?
Yes! I want them to talk to me.
Oh.
Once I moved out to my grandma's house, and I stopped talking to my mom for 6 months, which was back when I was 16, I guess that kind of just cut all connection we had, and then it just never got better, and it bothers me so goddamn much. I just don't get why they're all okay with me not being there. They're like, oh, there'll be more for the baby's life, you'll be in. I'm like, that's not the point. That's literally not the point. So they can die don't give a shit.
Speaking of family marriages, my mother's getting married next week.
Is that next week?
Next week, like literally 7 days from the time this is airing. And I really don't want to go.
We're not going.
I know, I'm not going, but like, I didn't want to be asked to go because it put the pressure on me to have to say no. Like, you know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
Because if I don't want to go, I'm just going to be like, fuck you, I don't like you, I'm not going. That's me, personally, though.
Yeah.
Your family's track record, I'm surprised you'd be even asked to go.
Right? And I'm the only one who's going to have an issue. If I bring it up to them, they'll be like, why are you so mad? Relax. I'm like, fuck you guys. Yeah. That's why I'm mad.
It was just your mother remarrying. God.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
It's not like we were getting a puppy.
My biggest thing with it is knowing the person whom my mother is. I don't see any reason for her to marry except to like secure her financial future.
Oh, ouch. You think your mom's like a gold digger?
I know she is.
Oh.
She's stolen from me, my
Okay,
stepdad, various people she's been with. Like, she forged her father's signature to get a car, crashed it, and let him take 100% of the legal blame for it.
Oh my god.
He has not talked to any member of our family since.
That's insane.
When I was 18 and stupid and with a girl, which is the same kind of thing that she was with my father, because I've recently started talking to my father, we ended up going for an apartment. We applied for Ontario Works. She claimed that she was in an abusive household and then refused to like follow up on it at all. Like, they were asked, okay, just say that this is the case, right? And she just refused. So we ended up losing the place, and I made some bad decisions, of course. But then I called like a couple of people, the family that I would, first go to potentially help me, like my stepdad, my aunt, whatever. They couldn't do much for me, just considering that I was with this girl. My mother comes in, steals all my shit, leaves me one box. I can have one box that I can keep in my aunt's garage, like my blood aunt's garage, while they take me out of school and force me to do whatever, right? Stole all of my shit, and when me and V went to go and visit, she still has my couch. Like, I went there and had to sit on the couch that was mine, that I got from my aunt, like my, I have two aunts. I'm going to start having to refer to them as Aunt A and Aunt B.
Okay.
Aunt B is the good aunt, Aunt A is the blood aunt.
Okay.
Aunt B sold me this couch for a good cost because I was young, right? My mom took it and then, like, just refused to, like, because I hadn't finished paying for it for my aunt either. So she refused to pay her for it either. So she just stole this couch out from everybody and was like, yeah, no, it's just mine now. We went, and I had to, like, sit and just be surrounded by the fact that my mother's house is furnished with things that I worked for. And then,
you were moved out at the time?
Yeah, I was totally moved out at the time.
Damn. Fuck.
None of the stuff that I had furnishing my house was from her.
That sucks, man. Like, I can't say what I'd do in that situation, really, because I know that I'd never have to deal with that.
Yeah. And then she also screwed over my Aunt B for, I think it was $7,000 that she was claiming from me for child support while I wasn't living with her. Did the same thing for my brothers while they were living with our father. Or their father, my dad.
Yeah.
Like, she does nothing but fuck over everyone who gets within 20 feet of her. If you do not somehow contribute to her and her well-being, then she wants nothing to do with you. And I have made it very clear to her that I have no trust for her. So the only reason that I could see her getting married at this point, because my brothers are now too old for her to claim child support off of, and my dad no longer has to pay like alimony or anything from the divorce, it's all done, is she wants to remarry so that when stuff stops going her way because the truth of who she is revealed, she can get the divorce and the alimony again. Because now it's legally binding.
That'd make for a great toast at their wedding.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not going, because I would have nothing good to say. I'd have no good feelings being there. She dropped me off in a homeless shelter.
Ouch.
Where I was molested. Like, she is single-handedly the cause for 90% of the bad shit that has ever happened in my life. And it's some pretty fucking bad shit. Sorry, that took a very dark turn from me, but it needs to be said. She's having a wedding, and she was, like, asking me on Facebook, and, like, she wanted my shipping address, and I don't trust her with my shipping address.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Like, I just don't. Oh, let's see. She came here to pick me and V up because I decided maybe she might have changed, right?
No, she dropped us off.
Yeah. So I decided maybe she might have changed. And she hadn't. And when she had promised me with this whole thing that we would go and be back before the end of the night, essentially. We wouldn't have to stay for any extended period. And even in just that, my slight step forward to say maybe things could be okay, she was like, oh, I'm not really feeling like it. I don't feel super well. I have a headache. Like, a million different excuses to not follow through with what she told me, like, what was part of this arrangement.
Mm.
So I cannot trust her, and I do not want to be anywhere near her. And, like, a lot of people tell me, she's your mother. And I'm like, yeah, if your mother fucked you over, you wouldn't talk to them either. It's the same deal with her father. He won't talk to her or any of us because she fucked him over so badly.
Riffti,
Yes.
I need some good vibes.
Okay.
Tell me a story.
Oh, dear God. I climbed a mountain.
You climbed a mountain. That's
You did climb a
cool.
mountain.
I did climb a mountain. I say mountain very loosely. It was a 4-kilometer hiking trail that was very, very vertical.
With an actual waterfall?
With an actual waterfall. There was a waterfall at the top.
Hashtag the actual waterfall. I'm sorry, Adam White. I can only assume that face is from the dark passages that I
That's
went
a
in.
different face than what I have. That is a completely different face.
We've come back from a dark place.
Got shock face, and I can't really make it out on his.
Looks like somebody having a seizure.
Oh, maybe.
But yes.
That story gave me cancer.
And the stupidest thing about it is it was like 35-degree weather because it was last Sunday.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. 4 hours in like 35-degree weather, and we had like 1 bottle of water.
Riffti, I said tell me a good story.
No, I made it to the top and I didn't die, and then we made it all the way back down.
Oh, I hope you didn't die. I wouldn't want to be, like, spoiler alert, but god damn it.
Oh, yeah, the shit she did to my father. That was the third thing I was going to say.
Can we not say it?
Yeah, that's not.
Thank you.
Oh, hi, Whiteleaf.
Whiteleaf.
Yes.
See, I was just trying to vent a little bit.
Yeah.
It didn't need to get that goddamn dark. But whatever.
Isaac has
the spotlight. It's all fine and dandy.
No. Isaac has the need to like one-up people with shit.
All the time. Life's not a fucking competition.
I'm not trying for it to be. I'm just saying that her wedding is next weekend, like your dad, and I'm not going because reasons.
Yeah, but the reasons sort
But
of
then you could have
piled.
just said because reasons.
It's
Yeah.
the seething hatred of another
They don't
human
need to
being.
hear that.
Like,
They don't need to have
You
their
don't
moods ruined.
Yeah, don't bring down our viewers. I'm sorry, viewers.
I
Give
mean-
everyone a clap yourselves, like a pat on the back for
just-
surviving
no,
that.
Just
If you did.
go
like,
hug
Jesus.
your parents or whoever your guardians are, and if you live
You
on
know,
your own,
if you love
go
them.
hug a pet, and just cuddle the pet for a while.
I live alone. I don't have a pet.
Pets
You have
love you
fur
unconditionally, except for the fact that you feed
tail.
them. If you
I
stop
have a
feeding them,
tail,
they stop
yeah.
loving you.
I
Yes.
should go hug my tail.
Next
You go
weekend,
hug
as in
yourself.
Thanksgiving, yes. I actually kind of forgot.
Oh, yes.
Next
This makes me
weekend's
feel a lot less
Thanksgiving.
I more
lonely.
meant like in the pants area.
This is Thanksgiving
You know,
in
you can fuck a
November,
mirror.
or am I wrong? Am I thinking of like
Like this? Should I just rock
Like
back?
this.
I think it's American Thanksgiving.
No, American Thanksgiving is in November.
Oh, okay.
It is our Thanksgiving on the 9th.
I was planning on doing that anyway, but now I'm not going to because now it's just going to feel like you told me to.
Yes, you can hug a fursuit. Those are fine. Nice and fluffy.
Fursuits are fun to hug. But yeah, so...
How was the bowling meet?
Lackluster because it was just me.
I remembered that was a thing.
Yes.
Good job!
Yeah.
Yay!
Yes, it was just me and 2 others. Thank you.
Really?
Yeah, thank you all for showing.
What happened? I know I couldn't make it because I can't remember why.
If it was just you and 2 others, wouldn't it be thank you both?
No, he's being sarcastic to everyone who said they were going to show up and didn't.
Yes. Or just those that just couldn't.
I didn't say I was going to show up.
I absolutely couldn't, and I don't... Why didn't you guys go? Did you guys not go?
I didn't go because I had a migraine, like, right before it, and I was kind of dead because my head was throbbing.
My last bowling meet, I fucked up my arm.
Yes.
No, your arm was fucked up before the bowling meet.
You
got it.
You just exacerbated the fact that your arm was fucked up.
Yeah, it was Echo
and Moochie.
and Moochie. Yeah.
Who else was supposed to go other than like?
Well,
Yes.
no one said they'd show.
Oh,
Weep womp.
It was just me, Echo, and Moochie. We had the fun, just the 3 of us.
Mm-hmm.
It could have been more fun.
Yeah.
Is all I'm getting at.
Sorry.
It turned out I wouldn't have had my fursuit anyways, so.
That was not probably far off.
I know.
I
That
don't
was the point.
have a fursuit,
But I remember.
and I'm
you talking
hosting
about
it.
that. No, I just remember you talking
White
about
Leaf, just in case you're interested, we do kind of keep things updated on here, and we have a page as to when we do meets and whatnot. So if you're interested,
Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On our Facebook page, we always post any bowling meets and things.
And you could probably
and I post to Ontario Furries as well.
And you could probably also
Normally
mention you
post our
specifically
videos
for
there,
BrantFurred
too.
related to like what you have planned later on, because you're normally
Don't you
planned all
shush
stuff
me. I
anyway.
gave you one
Yeah.
job.
So they could just privately message you.
It'd be nice.
anyway, we do
Casual conversation.
we do kind of try to keep people updated with
What's going to be the
going
next
on.
thing? Is there any plans for the next thing?
I don't think so.
I'm probably gonna try for another bowling meet sometime soon. I'm thinking in the middle of November, around Remembrance Day, because there's nothing going on then.
I can't.
Kip, you were saying you're not doing anything on Halloween, right?
Yeah.
I also can't.
Well, you could
What do a Halloween themed
suit walk.
fursuit walk?
Yeah, why not? Just around the Brantford Central Park area or something. It's
We have
gonna be
a Central
Halloween
Park?
anyway.
No, we don't.
We don't. I think he means Harmony Square.
Oh, I was like,
I mean the park with the statue in it where all the Pokestops are.
That's Victoria Park.
There we go. That park.
what the fuck park is that?
The one near Harmony Square.
It's right in downtown.
The one with the memorial thing? The
Yes.
thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
TD
okay.
Bank.
Yeah, I mean
Oh, okay.
Halloween.
Actually,
That park has a different name in my neighborhood.
There we go. It could be a Brantford Spoopy Walk.
Brantford
Coke
Spoopy Walk.
Coke Park? Drug Park?
Crackhead Park.
Crackhead Park,
Because
yeah.
all of the druggies hang out there.
All
Well, in my neighborhood, that's the common nickname for it.
Yes.
Oh, I know I talked about them earlier, but who likes pitas here? Because I have...
I like pitas.
Here, have a coupon for a $7 pita. You want a $7 pita?
Quickly, throw all the rest of them at the mic. Give them to our viewers.
Viewers, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more.
Where? The
you can do
store
it.
manager gave you these? Why?
Because they just leave them by the cash register, and I picked up 10.
Works for me.
I've
I
only
like
been there
you.
one time, so I'll definitely go again though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
Because it has the store manager's name and number on the back.
yeah, it is.
Is there her actual phone number? I doubt it.
No,
Well, no,
for
it's
for
the
the
business.
for the store number.
Well, now I'm just going to crank call.
Also, they
Crank call
they
that place.
deliver as
I'll say-
well. So
They deliver through a delivery service,
Yes.
which for in town is an extra $5.
yeah. Which
hey, West
I mean,
Brant.
this is walkable, so I could walk there.
Yeah.
I've
but,
been to the
um,
West Brant one.
Yes, you get a discount. Hey, everyone gets a discount.
Everyone-
Discount for you. Discount for you.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know what? I like their pitas, so I'm just gonna do it. It's not as good as shawarma, but I will say
There's a,
that it's good enough.
No, pita bread, but with stuff in it. There's a restaurant, I don't know if you have that in the States, it's called Pita Pit, and essentially they do like Subway, but without buns. It's
It's
in
like
pitas.
Subway, but in a wrap,
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of more. Which, by the way,
And you can fill it.
If you guys
can
ever
fill it
actually
right
get-
the
Oh,
fuck up.
yes, you
that's
can.
true. If you guys ever actually go to Subway and get the wraps they have now, don't bother.
No.
Okay.
A single wrap is like same size as a 6-inch sub. It's the same price as a 12-inch sub.
Yeah.
Oh.
And you just get the wrap.
Oh, that's bullshit.
You're like, what the fuck is this shit? The last time I was there, they didn't have any of the fucking 3 meats they normally have for the cold cut combo.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, now I don't know what to get because that's all I ever get. I guess I'll get a wrap and I can make it like a chicken Caesar kind of sort of thing. Fucking insane amount of money.
It was like, I went to Harvey's today, actually, just before the podcast that I could eat. They didn't have cucumber today, but then I was reminded, probably a good thing, because the previous time I went, I think it was with you and Riffti.
Yeah.
I asked for cucumber, and they piled like 4 pieces of cucumber directly in the middle of the burger, all on top of each other.
What, like a stack?
Yeah, just a little stack of cucumber in the center of the burger. So there was no cucumber anywhere in the burger except for this one bite.
Then you hit Cucumber Central.
Which was just taller than
That's
everything.
not a problem for me. I love cucumbers.
Yeah.
I like cucumber.
So do I.
Yeah, right?
Oh my
Pilot
god!
on
And
my
at the same time where Isaac had his cucumber burger, I got one of the buildables.
Those look so interesting and you get them by the
I know,
way.
they're so tasty.
I don't want to stare at you eating, but I'm like, what is that? Like,
Isn't it just like rice and all the toppings that you would have got
yes.
you
on
can
a
get,
burger
like,
anyway?
rice and there's other
Yeah, but it
bases.
also has like you can get proteins or whatever. So I get like buffalo chicken and they cut it up into like little pieces and put it on.
Yeah, you
and
can-
then you can top it. But anyway, I'm like, okay, can I get like some pickles? And she puts like 1 pickle slice. I'm like, no, like 3
I was
more
there for-
pickles.
yeah,
and she's like, okay. She's like, is anything else? I'm like, oh yes. And I'm just like, can I get like 5 scoops of the corn and black beans and like 4 scoops and like
Ew.
and like I said,
Black
just
bean?
give me the rest of whatever is in the container of this one thing. So she like dumps out the container, and I was like, and some onion, and she just like grabbed the container and dumped the rest
That
of
also
the
wouldn't be a
onions
problem
that
for
was
me
in there.
either.
She learned how you like to eat.
And
Well
I'm like,
done.
and every single time she like added one point. And is there more? Oh yes. And anything else? Oh yes.
She's doing this hand thing. Every time she says, "Oh yes," it's kind of like a squirrel perching. It's like, "Oh yes,"
Oh, yes.
and like kind of like
I did
like an
that.
old lady. "Oh yes."
I did that though every single time.
Pretending to be a rabbit.
Yeah.
But oh yes. And then eventually
Echo, she's trying to be you.
she just kind of just like got it after about 3 or 4, and she's like, okay, and this and this and this, and then just like, yes, please.
How many pickles is your build-a-bowl gonna need? All of them?
Yeah, I get a buildable, and I swear by the time I finish with it, it's like a pound.
Worth more than what it costs?
Yeah, it's like a pound worth. I always get it with a coupon too. So
If I'm going to use this coupon, I'm going to
I'll
get
tell you.
everything out of it.
Anybody who's listening that works there, fix your fucking ice machine.
Yeah, that.
Their ice machine hasn't worked the last like 2 weeks we've been there.
Oh, yeah.
Like the pop part works, the ice part doesn't. And then just to add insult to injury, I tried once just because I was like, oh, let's see, nothing. All right, I walk away, plop. Just fucking little ice fell out of it on the ground.
I've had that happen where it's like, and I'm like, well, I guess nothing's gonna happen, right? And then I pull away, and then it just falls.
I took like 2 steps and I heard it clunk on the like shatter on the ground. And I'm like, you motherfucker. All right, fine then.
I mean, at the same time, it's like, isn't the pop already chilled? Do we need
No,
ice?
it's not. It's also watered down.
It's
oh,
very warm.
and with the buildable, you can also get it instead of rice with salad or French fries.
Yeah, you have 3 different bases to choose from.
Because when you
But
want
I like the rice.
carb on carb on carb,
Okay,
get
yeah.
the French fries.
Yeah, all right, I'll start with French fries, and I'll get the corn and the black beans. Yeah, that sounds delicious.
Corn's good.
It's good
It should
though.
be like crispy mashed potato.
Yeah, really.
It's good though. I really like it.
Does it come with gravy? Can I get gravy? I'm just gonna turn this
Actually-
into a Sunday dinner.
You probably
Make
could.
it into a poutine.
You probably could if you would ask them to use the gravy from the Swiss chalet part of it.
Yeah. Most
Oh,
likely.
okay, yeah,
You
maybe.
might have to pay extra.
You probably would have to.
You'd
'cause you're
probably have to pay
combining
extra,
them, but you probably
but-
could.
Yeah.
So long as that you're at a Harvey's that has a Swiss chalet
Well,
part.
ours is our Harvey's.
I was
has.
so sad.
No, the one on Henry Street doesn't have.
I don't know what it is.
It's
I was.
right. You see it right from the street of Wayne Gretzky Parkway.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Harvey's is awful.
That's
Well,
not awful.
That Harvey's is fucking terrible. I've been there. It's awful.
I've been there 3 times. I've been satisfied every time.
Awful.
They've
My
had-
burger was fucking cold in the middle.
then you send it back and say, this shit's
It was
cold.
supposed to be the freaking floor was disgusting and dirty and sticky, and the fries were fucking like stale. Like they hit. I was like, I'm not coming back here. And people were rude. I'm like, nope, just stick it to the one on King George.
Yeah, I've never had a problem.
I'm not going back.
Isaac is so sad.
Yeah, because Harvey's has had marshmallow chocolate pies.
Yeah, they're good.
I want, like, and here's the thing, is that I'm always like, okay, I'm in a hurry, I gotta get my shit and leave, right? Because I gotta get to a podcast or a stream or whatever the case is. I'm normally there. This time, I was in line, and I got it.
Is that your helmet?
I didn't get the pie.
No, he needs a bike.
I was like, alright, cool.
He can't ride a bike.
I can't.
At all?
Yeah.
Middle ear problem?
Well, because having astigmatism probably doesn't help.
Do you have, like, no balance?
I have balance. Like, normally, like, I can climb, balance on shit. There's
Okay,
on a
look,
bike,
what is the
balance.
problem preventing you from riding a bike?
Lack of ability.
Come on, it's riding a bike.
Okay. But
Just you've never learned to ride a bike.
I never had anyone teach me.
Oh my god, we have something to do now. I have a bike. I'm gonna teach you how to ride. I'm gonna teach you how to ride my bike.
I have no desire.
Bullshit. Come on. It's
Wait,
riding
why?
a bike.
I don't want to ride a bike.
Super healthy.
He has a scooter.
We'll start you off at
Like
the
a
gym.
Man or like a razor.
We'll start you
like a
off at the
razor.
gym so that you can get to the get into the motion of riding a bike.
No, I can do an exercise bike fine. Like I understand the basics of how a bike functions, and all that. I just have no desire to actually ride a bike. And the times I have tried, I crash it into shit.
Yeah, that's kind of the process of learning to stay on.
Yeah.
Everyone crashes their bike. I even still crash my bike now that I'm 24.
Well, that's kind of sad.
Well, it's because I won't be paying attention next thing, I'll go over a curb. And
Well, that's different. That's not paying attention.
I still have no.
That's not like.
I almost had an autograph from Murdoch Mysteries when I was on my bike.
And then what? You crash into the mailbox.
I almost crashed into a car because I was surprised it was him. Because I knew that they come down to BrantFurred into my neighborhood to film sometimes, but I just didn't think I'd ever see him. Next thing I know, he's on the sidewalk giving autographs. I'm like, holy shit! And I just kept going because I'm like, well, now I'm embarrassed because he saw that, so I'm just gonna keep going.
You know what? If I were you, I would crash it on purpose. Because then he might come rushing over to you, and then you're first in line for an autograph.
The sad part about it is my grandma wish she was still alive.
My dying body.
Well, I was going to be Kane, and
It was a bike crash.
My grandma loved that show when she was alive, and I was like, Kane, you have to go get me the autograph for her.
Don't crash
He's like,
Murdoch.
No. I'm like, what do you mean no? It's your grandma, you get the autograph. I'm like, but I can't. It's a celebrity. And I'm super, like, uncomfortable with new people. And he's like, your grandma, your autograph.
Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of the
I'm like,
same
oh,
way as
you
you.
did.
I once, like, froze up and got a weird, like, fan smile when Davis from Corner Gas was in Jumbo Video.
Oh,
The male cop.
you know who I met that I was all like crazy was Greta Podolsky from like the Looney Spoons.
The fuck are the Looney Spoons?
The fuck is a Greta Podolsky?
No, it was like a cooking duo. They did a cooking show. They did a
Oh.
couple of cooking shows actually.
Oh.
They're from Looney Spoons. They have the cookbook. They also did Eat, Shrink, and Be Merry. All sorts of like cooking stuff on Food Network.
Oh.
And she came into the video store I was working at to rent a movie, and I was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it's you." Because I was the dweeb that watched the Food Network throughout all of high school.
And then silence.
Yeah, he's never been back since, sadly. Or else I would have. There's no point now, my grandma passed away. So.
Oh yeah, training wheels. We'll get you some training wheels, Isaac.
No.
You-
I will never learn to do something that I have no desire to do.
No, you know what? You're going to learn to ride a bike, then you're going to decide whether or not you want to ride a bike.
But I don't want to ride a bike now.
No,
Why-
you don't.
why
But you don't. That's because you don't know how to ride a bike.
I'm more
You're
interested in why you
scared
don't
of riding
want
a
to ride
bike.
Well, no, because I've had plenty of opportunity to ride a
And
bike.
you've turned it down every time, so you never learn to ride a bike. You have to learn to ride a bike.
But I...
That way, everything from then on will be just like riding a bike.
Alright, then I'm straight telling you I'm not riding a bike.
You're riding that bike. I will seat you on that seat.
I am
You
not.
get like a baby seat in the back.
You're tinier than me. I will lift you.
Yeah, but I'm not afraid to punch somebody.
I'll punch back. I'll knock you.
That'd be an
I
interesting
will.
brouhaha
I will
over
knock
life.
you out, and when you come to, you'll have your hands on the handlebars, and you'll be sitting, and you'll be going.
Yeah, but at that point, then I will have to call you, or I will have to call the police, because then it will be assault.
Well, no, because you punched me first.
Except you were trying to put me on the bike, which is manhandling me, which means that mine becomes self-defense and yours becomes assault.
All right, so
Whatever.
So pissing match aside, I'm curious as to why you don't want to ride a bike.
Just, I don't want to ride a bike. Like, I don't have a desire or a want. It's not something that interests me. Even when I have had bikes available, people have gotten me bikes throughout my childhood. Like, I had a tricycle, it was fine. But, like,
Yeah, because you can't.
You can crash a tricycle. It's very difficult, but you can do it.
That's true. I was like.
But I'm saying, I've
that
had
reminds
bikes.
me of my dad's friend, my uncle Randy, family friend, but whatever.
Let him finish the story, then you get to yours.
Okay.
I've
Totally fair.
had bikes, I've had training wheels. It's never something that's interesting. People get it from me, and I'm like, okay.
Man,
It was
Bike
you've
just-
never
fight.
experienced
Yeah,
the freedom of the
Bike
wind
fight
looking through your hair,
2017.
You fucking fly down a hill.
No,
It's
I'm,
insane.
but see,
Oh my God, Mary Street.
But flying down a hill is something that I've done on a scooter back when I
It's
rode
not
one.
the same thing on a bike.
And rollerblades.
It's not the same thing as on a bike.
But I have no desire
It's
for the
more
bike.
terrifying on both of those things.
Yeah, actually, it is.
Because on
It's like-
rollerblades, you once you go, that's it. You're fucked.
I know, one rock and you're dead.
I still can't stop on rollerblades. I still have to roll into the grass. I still can't stop. I don't
Yeah,
know
you know
how.
what? I'm not that good on rollerblades
Yeah.
at all.
I was told, oh, you do the front thing, and I'm like, okay, okay. Oh,
Yeah, really?
And I'm like,
Yeah. Oh, you the
okay.
front. Oh, the front thing. The front thing's gonna. Yeah. Have you like? That's like using only the front brake to stop on a bike.
I used to use
It's
the
like.
shoes. See, my brakes on my bikes were never that good, so I just got to coast to a stop always.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That's good.
Actually,
I don't know if I can roll down a hill that way.
Actually, I gotta get the back brake on my bike looked at. It's too loose.
Melanie's on my side about bikes.
Good for her. So what?
What was that?
Oh, she's just agreeing with Isaac that she
No
she
interest
too
to
has
ride a bike.
no desire or interest to ride a bike, and it's like, well, I don't care. Everyone needs to learn how to ride a bike.
Well, no, they don't have to learn. It's just better if they do know how. It opens up more options.
Say they have to. I said they need to.
They don't need to.
Yeah, you do.
You don't need to. It's not a necessary
No,
need.
it's a pleasure item rather than it be a necessity.
Using
so.
a can opener is a more necessary need than riding a bike.
It's not.
Which you still kind of have problems with.
Hey.
Hey, no, to be fair, I
at
agree
least
with
I
him on
want
that
to
one.
use
I
the can
break 90% of the things that I have ever used when it comes to can openers.
And we have
Turn it the other way.
And
I
we
tried,
have,
and I just
we have
I
the
break the fucking
dumbest
thing.
can opener.
No, we have the greatest
The one we
can
have
opener.
now
I love it.
It's
Best
good.
can
You got,
opener
like, a really
ever.
good, nice one from Walmart. Now I don't break it, but any other one, I'm like, what? So my mom could actually like, what happened? You stripped it. I'm like, oops.
Try my type of can opener.
No, we have one now. It's fine. I don't
Oh,
break the
okay.
one
We have a
now.
stupid dismantler can opener.
No,
it doesn't
it's
like
great.
It's just it doesn't want to connect most of the time.
No.
But then every now and again it's just finally like, oh yeah, now it wants to
The last
work.
time I broke
Melanie Cat, that is not a good reason for not riding a
What's
bike.
the reason?
Spite.
Out of spite for who?
For just not needing to.
Oh, motorized can
At this
openers
point in
suck.
my life, I don't ever want to learn to ride a bike out of spite.
For not knowing how originally?
I think so, yes.
Oh.
It's like a lot of people in playing Undertale, where it's a good game. I will not deny that it's a good game, but a lot of people, especially like YouTubers and stuff, don't want to play it because they know if they do, they're just going to get shit on. So they just don't play it at this point, mostly out of spite because they just don't want to deal with the backlash of the community for whatever choices they decide to make.
Well, I don't have a bike, and I miss having a bike, because I would be way thinner than I am now if I had a goddamn bike. Do you know where I can get like an inner tube for a bike tire? And we have the bike shop. I know that, but like, fuck their prices. And I gotta pay them to repair it. I just asked my dad.
There's
to
a
repair it for me.
guy who has a shit ton
You know-
of bikes.
You know what's funny is I'm the complete opposite of Isaac at this point when it
And I
comes to
might
bikes.
still have...
But I have both a bike
Here you go.
and thank you and a scooter. Like I officially have an e-bike now. I haven't touched it.
Yeah, I'm kind of that way with my bike. I bought it because I wanted to ride it. No.
Yeah,
Fuck, I'm never getting an e-bike.
Why? They're great.
Because I have a car.
I forgot that was a thing you had. Oops.
Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah.
One out of the four of us.
Version.
One out of the four of us drives.
Hey, I have a motorized e-bike. I drive.
No, you ride.
And that's the flip side. Is that
I don't actually. I haven't touched it.
and see, that's the flip side. I have no desire to learn to ride the bike, but I do want to learn to drive, which I know the basics of it. I know I can get behind the wheel and understand how the vehicle works. My one issue is like the four corners of the vehicle, keeping track of them, and it makes me a little nervous. But
four corners of the vehicle? What the hell are you talking about?
Like if I'm in the vehicle, in the driver's seat, I can see the 2 points in front of me.
You do this over your shoulder.
Yeah,
You don't need to see the 2 points behind you. That's what mirrors are for.
I'm aware, but it's a control thing. Like, if I can see all of what I'm controlling, I'm comfortable, but because I cannot see the back of the car at all times, I feel awkward, like I'm going to do something with it.
Well, unless you have a car that has rear wheel steering, you don't need to see it unless you're reversing, in which case you look behind you.
Or you can get one of the cars my friend has got a camera that shows when he's backing up and how close he is to another car. And then there you go.
Yeah, they actually have cars now with the 360 viewing.
Do they?
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah. It's pretty weird because it shows a bird's eye view and just like how they do that.
Yeah.
But it's because it's a composite picture of the cameras that are positioned outside the car. One in the front, one in the trunk, and two on the side mirrors.
I have to agree with Isaac on that one, though. I get behind the wheel of a car, and I feel like I don't know where my edges are, like where I end and something else begins, and everything feels way too close to me at all times.
I have only driven a car a little bit, and I'm terrified.
Yeah, everyone is terrified of driving a car at first. It's one of those things that comes with practice.
True, and I'm proud of myself. I managed to go up a hill. I managed to get to 60. I managed to merge onto the side perfectly fine, and then I managed to come to a nice complete stop. And
then you managed to get out without screaming.
Yeah, but you know that like lurch that everyone does in like when they're learning to drive. Like, I did that at first. Now he's like, okay, now off the brake and onto the gas, and I'm like, he's like, hey, no, do it this way. I'm like, okay. I'm driving, but like I'm tiny, I'm short, so his small little 2-door Sunfire, which is a tiny fucking car,
my sister used to have one.
Huge to me. I was like, oh my fucking, everything, and I had the seat up as close as it could be, and I still felt like it was way too big.
Would you look like Sheldon Cooper trying to drive?
Well, he's like 6 foot whatever. So when he finally got in, he was like, how? He couldn't even sit in. He was like, what?
I rode on the back of a motorcycle for the first time this month.
Oh, when?
Congratulations.
A couple weeks ago. Yeah, that's what the helmet.
I was wondering what the helmet was for. I saw the helmet and I was just like, oh, is that yours for your Vespa thing?
I wish I could fucking get out of my goddamn car.
Yeah, no, that's on loan from my dad. Same with the boots and the leather jacket.
I didn't even see the leather jacket.
It's in the closet.
See, for me that's nothing. It's because my grandfather had a motorcycle, my grandmother had a motorcycle, my dad was on dirt bikes for all of my childhood, so I'm just like, old news.
Yeah, my dad used to ride. He can't ride anymore because of the brain damage, but
because of the brain
Kane's dad used to drive, but he also
over that.
like he's all fucked up. He can't like sit.
Yeah.
The way he used to sit on one like that. So yeah, I understand. Did you guys still own one?
Yeah, but he can't drive it.
Yeah, see, Kane's dad still owns one, but he also can't ride it. And his mom gets really mad.
Anyway, so that was we went to Dairy Delight and came back. So
how'd you feel about that?
It was terrifying.
Really?
Yes.
Of course it would be.
It's great.
If it's your first time riding on the back of a
motorcycle, I get that.
Especially once you've like when you're a kid, things seems more exhilarating when you first try them. As you become an adult, you're scared of everything.
The other thing it was literally like the same day that my friend picked up her brand new motorcycle. So she's still getting used to how the difference was compared to her old one. And I'm like, oh my god.
What kind was it? Easy Rider or Crotch Rocket?
It's a Ninja 300.
Crotch Rocket.
Ooh. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I had a good time, but I'm like, oh my god.
See, I was born by 2 speed demons. Like my dad drives 180 in town, and that's his like baseline. And he just like in this track, he's one of those guys.
What's the speed limit? 80, 180. There we go.
No, but even when people are doing the speed limit, if the speed limit is 80 and he's like out on the res, he hates when they do like even over the speed limit because they're slow for him.
Yeah.
And when he's like he has to, and he's used big trucks, so he always like rides people's asses, and he's like fucking god damn it, and he goes around them.
They should
used to speed.
Move to Germany. Germany has really nice.
I would rather not. I mean, it'd be great to visit, but I'd rather not live there.
Germany's fun.
Actually, I just heard that one of the safest cities to drive in is in Germany.
Yeah. One of the safest places to actually be in, or last I checked, was like Sweden.
Yeah,
well, that's because of Sweden.
Germany has the Autobahn though.
Oh yeah.
So you can just.
I don't think I'd be able to understand the opposite steering wheel. That would just. I'd be like, I'm not safe in that.
They don't. They drive on our side.
In Germany.
In Germany.
It's just Britain that has the opposite.
Britain and Japan.
It's just
Japan. I believe
it's
Australia
it's
too.
It's just Britain because the Queen's an asshole. Well, sorry, I think it was the King at the time. Was an asshole.
Elizabeth is great. She's a fucking classy hoe.
Yeah, but Germany they drive on the same side as we do.
She's a used baseball man.
I just saw a tabloid magazine thing about like the Queen has quit, and here's her dying Queen has quit. Here's her dying wish for William and Kate. And I was like, what? She quit? No. Like, no. So then the fucking cashier lady, when we were at Metro, was like, she just like turns and she's staring at us as I'm talking about this with Kane and Bar. And we get up there and she's like, who had twins? I'm like, what? She's like, I heard you guys talking about tablet there. Who had twins? I'm like, no, we were talking about the Queen quitting. And she's like, yeah, someone had 8 once. What?
Octomom.
And she's like at the Octo something. She's still on the twin thing. She's like, I'm like, okay. So we were wondering if like queens can quit, and if that's the case, would William? And she just like, I heard someone had stuff once on Facebook, and I'm like, I can't deal with this right now.
It's like dealing with the bomb of the PSN. It's just nothing you say matters.
I work with a woman like that. Her name is Noreen.
It drove me insane first because she was listening, and I knew that. And I'm like, why? Like, don't fucking listen to the conversation. And then she had no idea what we were talking about whatsoever. And it
but continued anyway.
Yeah, but she tried. I was
like, oh, that's not you were talking about? Let's just march on.
I specifically said, no, we were talking about if the Queen was to quit. Yeah, someone had 8 once. What?
8 quitting queens.
Like
8 queens are quitting.
That was an interesting day.
If the Queen was going to die and she had one last thing to say,
to give.
I would almost imagine it would be the most racist shit just because of how old the Queen is.
If she were to what?
Like, just die. Like, if she was dying, she had one last thing to say.
It would be.
I'm pretty
just
sure
like
it
the
would
most
be
racist.
No, it would be something against her son because no one. Chuckles, yeah. No
Chuckles.
One. That's what my grandma called him.
Chucky.
She was like, no, I mean, she's talking about Chuckles, and I'm like, she's like, Charles.
Chuckles the clown?
I was like, why did you call him Chuckles? Because he's a laughing idiot stock. I'm like, well, I mean, okay, sure. She told me that what's going to happen is the Queen will stay alive until Chuckles and Camilla die. Then, once they're dead and in the ground, then she's like, okay, now I can die. Here, William and Kate have the crown. Bleh. Die. That way, Chuckles will never get the crown, because if she dies, he gets it. That's how it works.
There was speculation of skipping him anyway. Like,
yeah.
Apparently nobody wants him to be king.
Well, he's Camilla was his, like, nanny, and he got with her, like, shortly after Diana died, type thing. And there's a whole conspiracy about Diana being assassinated anyways because she wasn't following the monarchy type rules. She was like, no, we're doing it this way, not that way. And so the whole thing is just like bad.
I want that as
Princess Diaries.
I want that,
was a good movie,
as
actually.
a Cards Against Humanity card.
Oh, what?
The racist king or the racist queen's last words blank.
Why did? Well, I don't know if she's racist, is she?
No, he's just assuming that she will be because
old,
she's so old. Oh, she's old-fashioned.
And me and Kane were looking up the rules.
Despite the fact that she's
About,
a queen and has
in
to be
Britain, and we
like on
found
the
out.
best of behavior.
Literally, the only difference between back in the day Britain and now is the queen said, I don't really want all these responsibilities, so here general, here person. But at any moment she can be like, it's all mine again, fuck you all, I get all the power. And then to war, and they have to go.
Yeah.
She just gives up the power because she's like, eh. But at any moment...
She's tired of it.
Well, at any moment she can be like, no. It's mine now. And
Or-
just be a fucking tyrant all over again.
Or her successors could.
Yeah, exactly. Anyone who has that crown can just take back all power in Britain, no matter what, at any time they want to. And when they go to war, they, by law, have to go to war for her. I'm like, that's crazy.
Queen holds quite a few honorary positions in Canadian government too.
Yeah, well, kind of. She has a representative
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
four.
She doesn't
Obviously,
really have any power, but
Which
it's
is
like...
why me and Ken
You
started
have
talking
no
about which girls
power
want for
here.
that. I love the queen though. She's adorable.
She's sassy.
I know she's sassy.
So I think her last words.
Well, being sassy doesn't necessarily mean you have to be racist.
Yeah,
mean,
half the
she's
time it
Isaac.
just means you're a black woman.
Could you imagine just all of a sudden her last language just, whoosh, it was me all along. She was
That would be amazing. Or she tries to pull it off and it just comes off as like really bad blackface.
And to her, it's a joke still.
She
Get me some watermelon.
Oh, see, that's the kind of queen I love.
She pulls it off, reveals herself to be African European,
Sure, okay.
and I'm like,
Yeah, I
just
guess so.
very
Just African, really.
just very suddenly, it's like a wave of black happens throughout her family, just like because they're her kids,
They all just like, zzz, and they're all
just like,
Or are they?
right? Actually, I was watching a documentary about the first Elizabeth, and oh my god, my grandma literally almost punched me in the face because I had said what this documentary had said, and there was a theory that the Queen had, when she was still a princess and a little kid, had died from sickness when she was 5.
And was replaced.
By a guy when her dad was gonna visit. So the people who were taking care of her were like,
By a guy?
By a little boy she used to play with. Quickly, use him! And they dressed him up like the princess, and then that was what became the Elizabeth that never took a husband, and that was why, because she was a dude.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I thought that was cool. She's like, don't you dare say it. I'm like, shit, whoa. She's like, you weren't there, how do you know? I'm like, I was just... I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry.
Of course I wasn't there.
I was like...
How old am I?
But she got so mad at me because I happened to slander the queen, and I was like...
Well, she's dead.
I know!
So who cares?
They both are at this point. So
What's she gotta do? Rise up out of the grave and slap you one?
I don't know. Some
No,
people
now,
seem to think
no.
that.
Now, no. But
Zombie Queen!
But I
Oh my
thought it
god!
was
Could you
interesting.
imagine Zombie Queen? Think of the shows.
Yeah, I was gonna say the only zombie queen I want back is Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Speaking of, they're doing a Queen movie.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Sacha Baron Cohen is playing Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's the perfect fucking role for him.
Right?
Oh.
The problem with it being is that the living Queen members are playing like a lot of control over the movie,
Yeah, I guess
and
so.
they don't want it to be about Freddie Mercury.
They want to
Of course not. They want themselves in there too. Unfortunately, they're not dead.
Also, no one cares about them because he was the best.
Brian May.
And
I don't know who that is other than Freddie. I only know
The
Freddie
guitarist.
Mercury. I only know Freddie Mercury.
Brian May is the guitarist.
Cool.
But that's the thing. Is
And
that
I'm pretty sure there was another member who had the last name Saturn.
I think so.
And not Perry Saturn. That was a wrestler who played up the idiot role and fell into a love relationship with a mop.
But
Good for
here's the thing: is that basically they want the movie to be
Love is love.
They want the movie to be the beginning is the Freddie Mercury times and all that, right?
Mhm.
And then halfway through the movie is when he dies, and the rest of the movie is how Queen has continued on strong without him.
Have they?
Kinda. They got Adam Lambert now.
Oh.
But here's the thing: would you rather watch that movie or a movie where the climax is when Freddie Mercury dies?
I don't
Like,
think
follow
I
the
want to
life-
know about any of Freddie Mercury's climaxes.
I was right there, but you beat me to it.
Oh, I always come first.
You get what I mean?
I don't actually. It's sad.
You get what I mean? We've had movies like Great Gatsby, Wolf of Wall Street, etc. about these men rising up, and then essentially everything crashing.
Great Gatsby's based on a book.
Isn't that also not a musical?
I'm
thinking of
I am aware
Yeah,
that The Great Gatsby is based on a book,
anime.
but
Okay.
it follows
Really?
one guy.
Okay.
Cool.
It's storytelling, essentially. By having it be more or less about Freddie Mercury and then his death essentially being the end. And maybe like a cliff note at the end, like we still continued on despite him, rather than if you've got a 2-hour movie, 1 hour is Freddie Mercury, the other hour is Queen without him.
To be fair, I actually would be more interested in a movie that had to do with what happened to the band after he died, because that must have hit them really, really, really hard, and I would like to know their struggles of how they came back together.
Well,
Would you like that to be a separate movie?
No, I want that to be the whole movie, where it's like them as Queen, and then when Freddie Mercury dies, I want to know what happened to the band after that. So the movie, that's fine.
The problem is that the remaining members of Queen
Are not that interesting.
They basically don't like Freddie Mercury.
Like, you didn't even know who the hell Brian May was.
True, but maybe now I'll be interested enough to find out.
No, I can't see that.
I didn't know they had Adam Lambert now.
Yeah, they had another guy. They've had a rotating lineup of guest.
I literally
guest
had
singers,
no
yeah.
idea they've actually even been putting out music after
They've
he
put
died.
out put out quite a few new albums.
Like I said, like,
Maybe I'm just like a
I can't
Freddie
think
Mercury elitist.
I
Just
can't
don't
think
know
of
it.
any
Yeah,
bands
everyone
that legitimately
who is a
like
fan of Queen is.
died.
Oh,
What?
I know a couple.
Nirvana.
What?
No, I think Nirvana still had shows, but
No.
most of the
Nope.
band members
No.
were entirely replaced.
There was only 3 band members,
Let's find out.
and like after Kurt Cobain killed himself, Dave Grohl started up Foo Fighters, and if he knew it was going to be a real
Are they
thing,
still around?
Foo Fighters,
Yeah.
they just put out a new album.
Oh.
And if they knew that it was going to turn into like a 25 plus year career, they would have picked a better fucking name than Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
I think it was like it wasn't that at the time when it was like the grungy punk kind of era was a thing.
Grunge, yeah.
Yeah.
They
so
Nirvana and
I mean, Limp Bizkit's not that good either. As a
Limp
name.
Bizkit is not grunge or.
I just mean like the name wise, Foo Fighters. I don't think you cared. I was like, no one's gonna care about the name. They're just gonna care about the music.
Apparently, there was
Yeah,
a
they-
second band that came out of Nirvana split up called Sweet 75,
Oh, I did not even realize that.
who went from 1994
Taylor?
to 2000.
Yeah.
Chris Novoselic.
Shut phone.
You should tell your phone to shut up.
Yeah, I do all the time. I tell Twitter to shut the fuck up all the time too.
And then they have like 4 bands associated, which may be like from other members coming in or whatever. But anyway, yeah, I guess yeah, Nirvana 1994 was their last active year, and then they split into 2 bands essentially.
Yeah.
I don't. When it comes to music, I kind of go from.
I said Taylor, but I think that was the name of the Foo Fighters drummer.
Our Lady Peace wasn't grunge, but was that era too, and they were in BrantFurred lately, weren't they?
Yeah. For What the Fest.
Oh yeah, speaking of not things,
Acronyms that have WT and F.
no, of
You've been there.
events and stuff that I went to. I went to Supercrawl.
Oh, did you go to Supercrawl?
Yeah, I saw Pup live.
I completely forgot it was even happening.
I didn't even know that
I
existed.
probably had to work on that weekend because I work every other fucking weekend. But I've always wanted to go to Supercrawl.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Do you still have to wear hard hats at your place of
Oh
work,
yes.
though?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
Ouch, that sucks for you.
Yeah, we saw
We're
Pup.
used to it now.
We saw
I
Pup
bet.
play, and they were really good. So that was interesting.
You saw Pup play.
Yeah.
Well, that's some weird shit. You
Ah.
gotta take that off the con floor. I
You
think
better,
it should
you better
start
be
being
going to
put
talk to
into
Noble about that kind of stuff.
Ha, ha,
They
ha.
allowed pup play at Supercrawl?
No,
Nope.
Pup.
Pup is a name of a band.
A band.
It is?
Yes.
Is it just Pup or is it
Pup?
Pup is it? Okay.
P-U-P. Pup.
Oh.
We are Pup.
Then you should probably, is it P.U.
Nope.
It's just Pup?
Pup. And they got a really big crowd, and they actually in one of their videos for one of their
Pup.
For one of their songs, they have one of the kids from Stranger Things.
Oh, really?
In one of their music videos.
I've only ever been to one concert.
Is this the kid with the cleft lip?
No, it's like the I think it's the main kid.
Okay.
Speaking of kids,
he's in a lot of shit lately.
Those people who haven't seen it, go watch the new It. It's worth it. It's worth it.
It's getting a sequel.
I know, of course. They have to do when they're adults as well.
Apparently, like the book has like 3 storylines in it.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I've never read it, but both Kane and our friend have they're big fans of Stephen King. So his parents have read the whole thing, and she's read all of it. And there's like a storyline of the one bully kid, and there's a storyline of the main one, and there's like some other storyline that doesn't really matter. So they kind of more streamlined it. But I will say, I've seen the original It with Tim Curry, and I'm like, it's not that.
Did you know that in the original It, he had extreme claustrophobia, and he couldn't have any mirrors around because he would
clowns?
Yeah.
I didn't, but I did know that in the scene where the one kid, I think they're adults at this point, is back at the library trying to get a message out, and he's laughing his ass off up in the rafters, completely ad-libbed. The director said you have to be incredibly annoying and try to distract him because he's trying to send a message and just have fun. And you just went that ha laugh he does.
Oh, I don't think it was that one.
I love
they played again.
I love ad-libbing that makes it into the movie.
Yeah,
last month.
Like some of the it turns into some of the most memorable scenes. Like they
had to they followed around fucking Robin Williams from Mrs. Doubtfire. With just a camera to get any part of whatever he was going to say. All of his role in that was pretty much ad-libbed. Because of that entire thing, too.
Nice.
Same thing with the genie. He ad-libbed all of that.
Yeah, and then they had to animate what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Did you know that they paid him for that in a Picasso painting?
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, because they thought that it was going to just flop because their A-team were working on Pocahontas at the time.
Oh.
And they didn't think Aladdin was going to be that popular. So they were like, here's some money. Some of them was like, kaboom! They're like, here's a Picasso? Have that.
I was gonna say, you could pay it like Nick Cage and just give him a Tyrannosaurus skull. Which would turn out to be stolen.
Awesome!
That is kind of awesome.
Yeah, he had to give it back to Mongolia.
What the shit? That's not fair.
It was stolen.
They gave him. They paid him in stolen goods.
No. He bought it at auction, and it was stolen. So when he found out, he was like, "Oh shit! Here, Mongolia, take your skull back."
Fuck that! I would have kept it. Like I bought it.
That's the thing, is that legally he could have just basically said, yeah, I paid for it. Especially as a celebrity.
Is that not that ownership is 9/10 of the law or something?
Yeah, but it's not the entire law.
It's 9/10 of it.
I think he gave it back of his own free will.
That's the word, thank you. That was the word I was looking for.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, what I was gonna say.
Demon technically, keep a body it's possessed because of that rule?
No.
Because possession is 9/10 of the law?
I don't think demons care about human laws, but alright.
You don't know that.
I could not find any blood of lamb. Blood of the family dog is a poor substitute.
Well, there's demonology classes. Why can't there be humanology classes? Maybe that's a 7th ring of hell. Fuck you bigot. I'm kidding. I swear to God, I'm kidding. I don't give a shit.
What the fuck? Anyway, as I was saying, some of the best lines that come from movies are ad-libbed. Like in Jaws, "We're gonna need a bigger boat" was ad-libbed.
I don't like that movie as much as I would have.
That's a lot of fish.
The entire scene where the in Full Metal Jacket, where the drill sergeant is just
that's ad-libbed. I do know that one.
Yeah, that entire scene was ad-libbed. When guy laughs, and that was literally him breaking character. Yeah, and to get so much shit for it.
I love that movie because the ending scene is just so fucked up. Just where you walk in and he's all crazy looking, and you're like, oh my goodness. Just looks. I'm like, good job, because that's actually what happens sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, what else is good? Oh, fucking, just weird shit that directors do. Yeah. Stanley Kubrick. I can't remember the actress's name, but
what movie?
The Shining.
Okay.
But he told everyone on set to completely ignore her in order to give her that sense of the feeling of isolation. And if they were going to talk about her, it always had to be shit talking.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. it was hell for her.
Oh, I mean, yeah, you get your mindset, right?
Stanley Kubrick is like notorious for that kind of shit. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that, who was the guy who played Willy Wonka?
Which one?
The first one.
Gene Wilder.
Thank you. That whole scene...
White Leaf is asking Jack Nicholson, question mark?
Oh, no, I was talking about the actress, not the actor.
Yeah, I don't know. I know who you're thinking of. I can see her. I just don't know her name.
Yeah, I can't remember her name either.
But,
and I'm too lazy to look it up. I have a phone sitting right in front of me.
Wilder?
No, the actress
yes.
in The Shining.
The comment I had made about Willy Wonka is yes, Gene Wilder.
Oh.
But Kip already answered that for me.
Oh no, someone said Gene, and I was like, what?
Yeah,
Gene?
no. But he completely ad-libbed the when he yells at Charlie.
Yes.
And he ad-libbed the part where they were in the
you
tunnel.
get nothing.
Yeah, the part where they're in the tunnel, completely ad-libbed.
Oh, what, the song?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That whole crazy tunnel.
That makes sense, because there's no music
any...
that actually fits to that song.
Shelley Duvall?
But no one had any idea.
Shelley Duvall.
No one had any idea that was going to be a thing and that he was going to do that. So the faces of horror that they have are legitimate reaction.
Also, when he was limping, when he was first...
Yep, that too. He ad-libbed that too.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so all the kids going like, what the fuck?
Oh, by the way, just because I figured I should mention it, Hugh Hefner died.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
The man
finally, but oh.
The man who died went someplace worse than heaven.
I hear the being that the house was terrible though. I heard being in the house was hell for the ladies.
Yeah, for the ladies.
I don't know if it was hell or heaven for him. I mean,
how could it be?
I don't know.
Really, anything else?
I don't know.
I'm sure there were
women, so I don't know.
I'm sure there were hellish times.
I mean, who to pick?
Hugh died on Hump Day. Well played, Hugh.
Did he?
Wednesday.
Oh my god! Oh, I had no idea. That's
wait, so wait, Hugh Hefner died? So there's an opening then?
Maybe? I mean, who would take over for him?
I don't know.
He's probably gonna have kids.
Penthouse? No.
Penthouse.
The internet?
He did Playboy.
I know. That's what I mean. Who would take over for Hugh Hefner?
Who buys magazines anymore?
Yeah, right? When there's so much, like, accessible porn all over the internet.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Like, that's the thing about, like, the industry is it used to be, back in the day, one good porn actor could, like, float an entire studio on them alone just by name. You don't have that anymore because, like, nowadays there's so much oversaturation of porn out on there that you just don't get the same stars.
Even on the porn sites.
Yeah.
It's
Just get bombarded with ads for porn.
Hey, I see you're enjoying this porn. You know, you might like more porn.
You need mags if the power goes out.
true.
That's very true.
Oh, White Leaf.
Well.
But it's dark. There was time now.
Wait. Is that a nipple?
I mean, you could just do it like they did in the old times and find a hole somewhere. You know, like a knot hole in a tree.
You speak of these as if you're experienced.
As far as
I was going to say,
I'm only assuming what they would have used. I mean, unless you wanted to go the farm animal route, but I'm pretty sure you don't want to do that.
Braille nipples.
I'm pretty sure.
Braille nipples?
What? Oh,
my book is cold. Huh. Oh my god, imagine scratch and sniff.
Oh god.
Smells like fish.
I was going to say, wouldn't it always just smell like fish?
Well, hopefully not, because it smell like it a little bit.
If it smells like fish, you have a problem.
If it smells a lot like fish, you have a problem.
Ooh, coconut and vanilla.
Ooh. Or do you get like the little stubble for the growth hair growing back? Like
that's a butthole.
Gross.
Imagine that.
That's a good market though. Why don't they do that shit? The fucking perverts would love it.
Yeah, you just like scratch the whole thing. Oh, it's like she's in my living room.
And now, like, they sell a little console for you to hook up to your, like, porn thing where it's, like, smell-o-vision.
Oh, God.
Oh.
That and VR glasses.
Oh.
They have that, actually. They actually have that now.
You want to talk
VR
about
porn
advertising? Yeah. How much do you guys know about, like, the current YouTube ad situation? And that nonsense?
A lot of people that I watch on YouTube
This is where I power down.
A lot of people that I watch on YouTube have mentioned it. So it's an issue for at least a couple of the channels that I watch.
Essentially, the basics of it come down
legitimately power down.
if the content is no longer suitable for a child of age 5 or less, ad revenue gone.
I know you were quoting, but essentially it's more like the content isn't suitable for what the fuck the main society wants anymore.
Yeah.
Because anything that's questionable to the like super far left, he's powered down for now. It's not what he wants to talk about. Is the part that gets demonetized.
Yeah. But no, just concerning that, I find that very considering that I've had YouTube actually give me ads for like phone sex lines and shit. Like, yeah, that's appropriate for a 5-year-old, right? Alright, clearly nobody shares my opinions on this.
You're more into the thing than I am, though, when it comes to the YouTube thing. I don't... you do all that shit, so I don't really have an opinion of it.
It's not so much that, like it's... alcohol and sex are not advertisements that should be being put on a kid's quote-unquote video in the first place, right? So why is there this disparity and targeting of adult content when they have adult advertising?
I get it. You're commenting on the contradictory
and that's simply because whatever the video is about, the majority of the people who are like SJWs and all that kind of shit don't agree with it, and therefore YouTube wants to be like, we want your business, we want you to pat us on the back, so we're super like forward, we're gonna fuck over people you don't like so you like us more. That's essentially it. They're playing favorites, and they're favoriting the wrong people. They're not favoriting the content makers, they're favoriting the judgmental people.
No, they're favoring the businesses. There's a few businesses, including Coca-Cola, that threatened to sue YouTube because their ads were on videos that they didn't deem appropriate.
Because society doesn't deem them appropriate anymore.
Well, it's one of those things where if someone wanted to, not now, obviously, but like monetize themselves going off on like a Nazi rant and calling people N-words and whatever, they could have like an ad for, say, Walmart play.
No, I get it.
So it sounds like Walmart's endorsing this dude who's like
the reason why they've done that. But there's certain channels that I watch that legitimately have valid points on a lot of the social standards of today, and they get demonetized simply because other people can't handle the hate speech, quote unquote. Like, I watch a guy, Fluffy Talks, and he doesn't talk about anything like that. None of his shit is anything to do with that. He just has like videos about funny breakup texts and like stupid eyebrows, and all of his stuff is demonetized for whatever reason.
Yeah, no, it's called the adpocalypse, and unfortunately a lot of people are losing their main source of revenue that they've come to rely on in the last like couple of years, because there's a lot of people out there that have quit their jobs or whatever because they have been doing doing YouTube stuff, and now all of a sudden it's like
sounds to me like YouTube's getting greedy.
Also, hi, Flint.
No, not really, because it could be like...
Yes, we are.
I mean, like, there's still...
Yes, we are what?
Talking about the adpocalypse.
Oh.
I mean, it's by the sounds of things, YouTube is still making the money off the ads, but not handing it out to the people.
But they're only making money off the ads that they are allowing on very certain channels.
It's one of those things where, because the fact that they're not allowing the ads to play on however many people's videos, that's so many less videos that are having ads, which is generating less revenue for them.
So essentially,
it's kind of lose-lose all the way around.
Yeah, it just seems like if one person says that this is like quote unquote hate speech and therefore I don't like it, and they complain about it, the company who has an ad on that show will be like, oh shit, they might think that we're for that kind of hate speech, quote unquote, again. So quickly pull our thing so that they don't think we're associated with that, and therefore that person who has that opinion, which YouTube is a place for that should be allowed to have whatever the fuck opinions the content creators have, get shafted because they just happen to have an opinion that's not popular.
Sorry to suddenly just derail things here. I just want to direct
go ahead.
Whiteleaf. I have actually met you at FE before. So we have met in person at least once.
I'm the guy everyone always questions, where did he go?
Yeah, because you stopped going to FE.
I'm new somewhat to this, so I don't really know many people at all.
Yeah.
So, new friend.
Yeah, so I have met you. I know exactly who you are. As soon as you said Whiteleaf, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. I know your fursuit. You have the big yarn ball.
Yeah.
And I've debuted my fursuit at FE last year.
I have a question when you're done.
Go right ahead. I'm just trying to engage with the people.
My question is not to be this person, but when are we going to be done with this stream?
I don't know. I figured within the next 15 minutes or so tops.
Okay.
We're almost at 2 hours, which is normally my cutoff time.
That's why I was asking. That's what I figured. I figured our cutoff would be 11, and then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, when we talk more about furries,
we've been so
all over the place.
Yeah, all over the place this month. This month is wow, nothing happened except everything happened.
Furry things.
Oh, I've been hanging out with some other furries recently that I met at Yu-Gi-Oh. We have lots of fun. We watch anime together.
Nice. Are you going to? Oh, you are going to FE. I don't know.
Yes, I am going to FE.
90% of BrantFurred will be at FE next year.
75%.
90. More of us.
Isaac will be home.
10%.
Streaming and pretending like he doesn't exist.
You chose not to go.
I know. I know it's my active decision. It doesn't mean I can't make jokes about it.
It does indeed mean that. That's
Yes.
entirely what it means.
But yes,
No, I'm kidding.
75% of BrantFurred.
That's
Actually,
part of the contract you signed.
maybe this year we'll actually get a panel because we've been meaning to do that the last 2 years, and we always forget.
It's gonna be my first FurCon ever. I don't know if I can handle a panel.
Oh, you don't have to host it. We'll host it.
Yeah, we'll
I don't
host.
know if I can be on it.
If you
don't
guys
have to be there.
If you guys want to run a panel, I will go for running a panel. But I don't want to go for the con.
Well, the reason I was mentioning it is so whoever's going next year will get a chance to meet more of us.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm new to this BrantFurred thing relatively, the channel, not the furry fandom.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to register still.
I have to register as well.
I did get our rooms, so the BrantFurred crew.
We have a room. It's been.
We have 2 rooms.
We have 2 rooms.
We have 2 rooms. Yep.
So. We're not going to let those go to waste.
No, yeah, we'll be there, and it'll be my first experience, so I hope to meet a lot of you.
I just need to get some more money before I register, because I currently don't have that much, and I'm not getting as much as I was getting before, because I did a lot of switch shifts, so now I have one less shift.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Now, and because I work 12 hours, that's actually quite a bit of money less. And I didn't quite expect that, so...
Flint, to answer the question, what would our panel be about? We've always kind of had the idea of, doing either, a live BrantFurred thing, or just doing, a, kind of like a game talk show kind of thing where you invite people up. There was, the Vapecast did Vapecast Live a couple years back. Which was another furry podcast. And they did
You wouldn't think it is.
Vape.
Yeah, well, they all vape as well.
Of course they do.
But anyway, they did a thing where they kind of did a show, but they also had the people who come up and participate in a couple little gamey things. And I was thinking we could do something along those lines.
How do you participate in the Vapecast? Do you have to?
You just stand there and
vape?
stick
No.
They.
I know. I'm just joking.
There you go. You know.
All right, he's the target. Everyone blow smoke rings.
Is there guess the flavor of the smoke?
Isaac and I actually won their relationship game. They had ask the
a
other
newlywed thing.
Yeah. They had one of those things.
Game.
Ask your other.
And Isaac and I won. We won the round, so that was fun. Yeah.
They know more about each other than you think they do.
Of course, I would think they do. I mean, they've only been together for how long?
At that time, 3 years.
At that time, 3 years. I think
What is it now?
on the 10th, it'll be 6.
So I've been with Kane longer than you guys have been together.
Probably.
So I've been alone longer than you. No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
I had a girlfriend in between.
Tell us a happy story, Riffti.
I have no idea. I've never heard of this furries over 30 thing on Twitter.
Well, that sounds like me.
I have actually, but I've only heard of it recently. It's apparently supposed to be this you're still proud to be a furry in your 30s. From what I've gathered, at least, if I'm wrong, correct me.
I'm a 30-year-old furry.
Yeah, you just post who you are and then pictures of your persona.
Sounds like I said free.
And then you hashtag.
Oh God, you old man.
People keep asking me my age, and I'm like,
I'm 33 in 2 weeks.
Oh, are you gonna do anything for it? You gotta get together on your birthday.
It's a Thursday that I don't work, so.
Well, there you go.
I'm 26, and people still mistake me for 16.
Yes. I'm short, and I used to.
You mean you're not 16?
Hey, Whiteleaf is 33.
Hey.
Yeah, see?
There you go.
There can only be one 33-year-old. Fight to the death.
Well, I'm not there yet.
Oh, so then he wins. They win. My bad.
He says, "Woo, fellow 84er."
Yeah.
Nice.
Born in 84. Just like everything else. Like I
You're
swear.
a millennial.
Whatever. I'm not gonna argue that I'm not, because there's so many. There's such a
Actually, you might not
differing opinion on what makes it a millennial. Oh, was someone born after the millennium? Oh, was someone born between the years 1990 and 2010? Oh, was someone born between 1980 and 2000? It's just like, I don't care anymore.
It's anyone from I think
2000 to 2000, or 1980 to 2010. There, we covered them all.
I think it's actually in 1985 and onward might be a millennial, but I have to relook that up.
I'm a cusper.
You might not be. You might be Gen
changing
X.
the definition every few years.
Well, I know just recently I watched Survivor and they had Gen X versus millennials, and then he said what the split was, but I can't remember what it is.
A person reaching young adulthood in the early 21st century. That is the dictionary definition.
Well, that doesn't help us at all. We need like the time frame.
I was gonna say I would have been 16. I would have already been like the
demographers and researchers typically use the early 1980s as a starting point.
So you're a millennial.
Fuck that.
It's 1980 onward, and then I think 1979 upwards is Gen X.
But I don't like millennials.
Neither do I. I'm closer to a proper millennial age than you are.
You are.
You're being born. That's what I mean. I hate millennials too.
I have no issues with millennials.
I hate all you people.
I have no issues with millennials. I have issues with millennials' parents.
Millennials as parents? Yeah.
Yes.
No, the parents of millennials.
The parents of millennials.
Why?
So what,
Because
Gen Xers?
Yeah, they would have to be, because my mom was born in 1970 something, and she is a millennial.
my mother is also a teen mom, which she had me as well. So same kind of deal. So our mothers are what?
It's the same kind of deal.
Yes. Sorry. Like I don't mean to be offensive right there.
No, I just.
But like I
Buddy
find
Cody's mom was pregnant at 14.
My mom is pregnant at 15.
The parents of millennials, especially when I talk to them, like when I try to have a decent conversation or about like anything, I feel that they're some of the most entitled people I ever talk to.
You see, and I don't have that same thing. But maybe I'm just like, I don't know. Every parent that I talk to seems pretty well-rounded, and I'm like,
I think it's also different because, like, my parents were in their 30s when I was born, so... Yeah. And you think my parents are entitled?
He hesitated and means yes. Fight about it. Go. Soon it'll be ours, Kip.
It's not...
What will?
A particularly
you know how to operate it?
bad thing.
We'll work it out. We'll just throw things at it till it works. It's fine.
It's one of those things is that I will have the parents of a millennial
keyboard. It's just like
it
posts like
ZDF, such as when I was looking at a funeral.
Well, that's what we're talking about
today. People I was talking to, and
they
have massive issues that things
potato on a keyboard.
The generation that birthed millennials got everything handed to them, and they still expect that.
So we put the topics we're going to talk about on a dartboard. Unfortunately, we couldn't find any darts, so we have mini carrots.
As a result, they've basically told their kids the same thing, and it's resulted in a generation that doesn't really know what to do with itself.
Personally, I don't really agree with that.
I agree with that.
I don't know. I don't really feel like Gen X parents specifically are super entitled. I think there's definitely I guess culture clash, I guess is how you'd word that. I think millennials are just kids who couldn't handle the fact that they're not fucking special. They're not snowflakes, and therefore hissy fits, and therefore the other world's too safe for them.
But the problem is, the reason that they think and do that is because they have parents who tell them that.
Okay, that one.
And push towards that because...
Well, I mean, my mom is a Gen X technically, and she never... made me think that I was the only special snowflake.
No, obviously it's like a case-by-case basis. Yeah. Not everybody is going to fit the mold. From what I've heard, though, like the participation trophies and stuff, it's not for the kids. It's for the parents. It's for the parents that, hey, your kid doesn't suck. They're just as good as everyone else.
I think that honestly is kind of also for the kids because the parents don't know how to tell their kid that they're...
Oh, fuck.
Kind of useless.
No, I knew I was useless.
Right, me too. But
like,
not abuse.
You're not useless, V. You have many
Gonna
uses.
say-
You was strong. You was brave. You was
We don't want to go down the dark
No,
road
no, no.
that my
Kip,
parents said.
if it weren't for you, Isaac would be living in a box.
Let's just all agree
Ouch.
that none of
No,
us are
Isaac
pumpkin
would be in a
spice
mental ward.
basic bitches, and then we can be happy.
Gonna
And
say.
the ward would keep you in a room very much shaped like a box.
Yeah, but
With no windows.
Gonna say, Kip.
And padded walls.
I tried to play t-ball and I couldn't hit the ball.
I actually had trouble hitting the ball
I
at
have
T-ball.
bad depth perception, so I can't play baseball for that entire reason. Actually, I can't see it.
Gen Z.
Yeah, there's a Gen Z somehow.
Wait, maybe what?
I don't know. I don't really want to
I mean,
know.
I only knew that Gen X and Millennials were
Yeah.
a thing.
Honestly,
And then baby
There's
boomers.
Gen
from
Y
what
stuff.
I've heard, for the most part,
I mean, you don't just go from X to Z and not hit Y. That's not including everyone.
working in customer service and retail.
Sucks.
Oh yeah.
I would.
Yes, but it's one of those things
I
where the
wouldn't.
people who are going to complain and cause a fit are usually middle-aged people.
See,
And that's just the
I would've thought it
kids.
would have been more like old people.
No, old people, some do, but the most people who are gonna get like right into you and dig into you and like yell and complain and
Are the ones that are still physically capable of doing so.
My grandma would have given you a fucking
Yeah.
hard time for whatever the fuck anything.
And I'm not-
She was a baby boomer.
I'm not saying that that doesn't happen, but a lot of middle-aged people, like the people who are like 40 to 50, they are the ones that will try to use an expired coupon, and you tell them it's expired, and then they want to see the manager because the customer's always right, and this and that.
Oh,
The customer is always right.
Yeah, here's
Actually, no, ma'am, you're wrong. See, expired.
I was gonna say, you want to talk about like the special snow? Like we had a comment. We were just
Goodbye.
reading those now. That the millennials is the first generation to learn that you can use children's aid as a weapon against your parents.
Now you can, yeah.
So they were parents who became afraid to say no.
Yeah, exactly. It's because it's essentially now any kind of discipline you had when that started, any kind of discipline you were going to give your kid that's not absolutely abusing them and beating the fuck out of them, they could have claimed child, abuse, and they would have called, and boom, there you go. My brother tried that actually on my mom a bunch of times, and she tried to discipline him, and he was a fucking pyro. And he called the freaking I was gonna say SPCA.
Oh, your brother's a furry?
No, but I was like, that was the first one, the CAS, that's what it is.
Oh.
And they have the same letters, that's why I was confused. And we had to like talk to them at our school, and my mom was furious because he went to his room after getting a spanking for lighting a fire under the deck of a pregnant woman's house. Or townhouse, which would have ignited everybody's house.
Ouch.
Yeah.
And he called.
I was spanked as a kid. But here's
Me
the thing,
too.
is that
I was
kind of-
spanked.
is that
Spank your kids.
I generally did shit that deserved it.
Yeah,
I-
we
I-
all did. That's
funny
why
enough
we
is-
got whooped.
Funny enough
Except
is,
I never got whooped because I was always a good kid.
Well, that's okay. You were being a good kid.
and
We weren't.
at one point I became the middle kid, so I became the good quiet one.
I was gonna say, all three of the rest of us had siblings. That's why we
Yeah.
got spanked,
No,
because it was
no.
a competition.
Oh,
No,
yeah, that's right. You were an only child. I forget that.
that is not true, sir. My sister was like the rebellious teen, and she got in trouble, and my brother was the problem child. I was always the good one in the middle, because I'm like, okay, she's getting in trouble for that, and he's getting in trouble for that. I'm just gonna stay quiet. Jesus Christ, my phone just scared the shit out of me.
I mean,
I was actually the complete opposite. See, I'm the middle child,
I was gonna say,
and I was always in fucking trouble. Then
See,
I was always causing
Well,
it.
I don't think your mom would have thrown you down the stairs via your hair if you got in trouble.
Well, of course not.
Well, there
I
you
have
go.
short hair.
That was the difference.
no, but my stepmom did.
Now my mom was.
No, but-
She was sick though, so that was the
No.
situation.
Okay, by the contrary, I was the oldest child, which resulted in really a lot of awkwardness. My mom left when I was 12, and I didn't know my father. So it was.
Good timing, music.
I was gonna say, did you just level up for not knowing your father?
Good for you.
So it was a series of stepmoms who just kind of unfortunately didn't know what to do with a teenager. They mostly had kids of their own, being like 5 or 6, like my brothers, and I was starting to become a teenager. They had no fucking clue how to handle it. They were new mothers, basically.
Well, I mean, at least they didn't seduce you.
Are
That
you
is
speaking from
Right.
experience?
that is the only
No.
Wouldn't surprise me.
that is the only thing I can say I haven't gone through.
Well, it is 11.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
We
you-
said we were going to try and call it around 11.
Yeah.
I said about 15 minutes from
True,
from
but,
when we were, but yeah.
I have other things to do.
I know, I'm not damning it or anything. I'm just saying,
Bye.
like, of
See
the
ya.
15 minutes, we still have like 5 left. But anyway, yes, it would be an appropriate time to leave.
Well, only because, like...
Yeah.
You're gonna say, not to end things on a wonky note.
I was gonna say, or a cliffhanger or anything.
I'm gonna say one of those down spins because thanks, Isaac.
My life sucked. I can't change that.
No, but you don't have to...
Keep bringing it up.
Well, that's healthy in certain aspects.
Yeah.
Yes, but...
The fact that I can also bring light to it and not, like, be massively depressed about it is also a very good thing.
This isn't Jay and Silent Bob Get Old. This is not a therapy session for you.
Yes. Anyway.
That's an obscure reference.
For anybody who's new joining us, because we did have some new faces in the chat today.
Hello, new faces.
Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed our couple hours of rambling.
I hope you stuck through our depressing times.
Yeah,
how long did that last? It felt like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I just wanted to vent. I swear, I'm sorry.
I think it was about
It's
5
never
to 10.
normally that
the first
depressing.
hour.
I apologize.
Hers might have been 5 to 10.
Yeah, yours kind of just kept going. But anyway, for everyone who is joining us for the first time, we do these monthly at the end of every month. The next couple months, just due to holidays, are going to be a little bit wonky. Usually we have it on the last day, but it doesn't always work out. We do post on our Twitter when we're going to be doing these. Usually there's a countdown. I hope you join us again if you enjoyed us. Yes, you're mimicking my movements.
All right.
Kip.
And they won't be as depressing, and they'll probably be way more happy. So
They won't be as depressing. There'll be more.
no, that would be your own podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what you should call it? Mother Dearest.
Mother dearest, go fuck yourself. And that was the end. End of series right there.
That was BoJack Horseman.
Yeah, well.
All right.
But
Though
anyway, Pheonix has places to be and things to do,
Yeah,
so we will see you all.
Most likely
next
not gonna be a Halloween Day end of month podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's Halloween and we know you're not going to be listening.
For Halloween,
And we also
we're
probably have
gonna
plans too, so.
We're probably gonna try to aim for the weekend before the end of the month.
Yeah.
For
more doable.
October and for December because of Christmas and New Year. We haven't solidified a date. We'll keep the Twitter updated. If you're still interested in us through, times that aren't just the end of the month, we do gaming.
Fucking working that
Basically
day.
Tuesday
Yeah.
through Saturday. We may bring up
Wait,
another
you wanna
Sunday
go for
series and
Halloween?
our Monday series yet. And I do
Well, we can
streaming
we can do it
on
like
other
Sunday or
days,
something.
I work
which,
today. Still
I got my channel
right.
in the description. And I think in an iBox in the upper right.
All right. So anyway, good night, everyone, and thank you again for joining
Yeah,
us.
thank you, everybody. We'll see you next month.
Bye bye.
Good night, everybody.